Trump makes the View turn on each other. What the blood clot? Free the ops, man. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. You know where you're at. Now we already know these old bats from. I always got more than what the title says, but we know these old bats from the View. They're always doing devil work, and we try to stay on the opposite of that. We try to do God's work and not the hard work. You know what I'm talking about? Now I've been low because I'm really just trying to get my thing together here, right? My other channel, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do holy work over there. It's a lot going on. All right. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. This is the God Work Show in 1090p. You know what I'm saying? Now you know we got a lot going on. While we waiting for the crowd to get here, let's just show y'all or remind y'all how lucky we are to not have this cackling bird. You know what I'm saying? Running our country right now. Okay.
For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of
my secret enjoyment that I get out of these videos. I'm gonna tell you something because you got to get something. If all you getting is money out of the exchange, man, then you're cheating yourself. That's not God's work, right? My personal gain that I get out of this is that I look at the news, right, and I watch how these people continuously play themselves, right, and then also after they lose the big race, they go for these little small races. They start these small fires, knowing that. Well, in particular with Donald Trump, he's on their hiney. A lot of people that was against Donald Trump now have an issue on their hands. It's just that simple, man. I don't think he made any promises with that though. They say promises made, promises kept, but I don't think he promised them that he was going to get back. But he's a Gemini, so most likely he will get back at them.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's Kamala time or happy hour. The former VP.
Okay, let's see what this old woman's talking about. Let me see. I love getting at Kamala, man, because I have one of my homeboys, right? This dude, you know what I'm saying? He did Fed time. Say he want to do a show with me, right? He's heavily Democrat. His thing is everything that he. Okay, this is one of their things, right? One of their things is that when you don't agree with them, it doesn't matter how close you are, any of that shit. That shit will go out the window with these Democrats. When you disagree with one of these people, right? What they do is resort to the disrespect. They won't actually know how to debate a issue and be respectful. It's almost like, okay, if you're not on my side, then I'm gonna just destroy you. Now in black families, it's like that, right? Let me give some shots. I shoot salute. Sheep Stay Sleep TV in the building. Salute, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been outside on this channel in like a week and a half or so. I came out the other day for an hour, excuse me. All right. But back to family, man. So, black families especially, man. It's like if you don't agree with their political stance, it'll be well, you're not capable. You're not smart enough to have this conversation. You know what I mean? Like your brain is not there. Especially the mooks. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how but those be the most opinionated ones. The one that, and you can't tell me nothing. The dudes that act like that. You know what I'm saying? It be those people. Because that shit is entering black families at an alarming rate. I mean, I heard they even accepting them in fucking church. You know what I mean? Salute to the African. Started, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just throwing personal shit in there now. Because it's so sad to me to think that I can't fuck with my cousin or somebody else because of my political views, you know? I'm not even a fucking Republican. I'm more African. All right. Will Trump actually give you bums $5,000? You know what I'm saying? I heard it's like for working family, $2,500, just to be correct. I don't want to get you guys too hyped up. I do have some news on that. Some of you bum motherfuckers might be getting it, you know? And the original question I was going to propose was, do you think these funky ass liberals or Democrats, you know what I'm saying, is going to turn any of that money down? Do you think these motherfuckers is going to turn down a pen? These Democrats ain't turning nothing down but they collar once the money start coming through. Because I'm going to keep it real. There ain't one Democrat I ever fucking met that wasn't worried about their pockets talking about the other guy. He's worried about his pocket. We all worry about our fucking pockets. You know what I'm saying? Eve James in the building. Lansky, salute. Eve James, peace. My queen. That's my baby right there. You know what I'm saying? They hate when I say that, Eve. So I just put it in their face a little bit more. Half these dudes I beat up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So family. Don't throw your family away for some funky ass political views. Throw them away because they're funky ass Democrat. God's work. Yeah, baby. I think I'm going to start drinking alcohol because I really want to get crazy. I want to feel how you feel. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to think that most of you motherfuckers is doped up. So I have ambitions to get doped up. Okay. Just so I can relate a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's get to some more of this goofy shit.
Leader, an orator. Yes, it's Kamala time.
Hey, and if y'all motherfuckers think that these funky ass these Democrats, what they want to do? They want to go buy their little belts and shit, floss on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was eating all that Trump money up. They would eat that Trump petrol, that gas. Oh, baby, that shit was low. Niggas is parking their cars. COVID came. He told y'all niggas get outside. Yo, y'all try to lock your kids in. Y'all locked your fucking kids in a house and turned them to fucking weirdos. Add that on to them vaccinations and all that shit they shooting up in them. Plus that terrible breakfast. Oh, boy. That lunch. Oh, school food. Tearing them up. Feeding them plastic. That ain't the Lord's work. That's devil's work. You know what I'm talking about? I thought the only place they ate plastic at was in fucking Africa, okay? Motherland. All right, motherfucker. Salute to the motherland. Cambodia. Oh, child. I might be acting up tonight. I feel it. Let me put my Diddy glove on. You know what I'm talking about? Because I feel like I'm going to do a lot of fucking finger pointing tonight. Let me tell you something, right? You niggas got shit twisted. Couldn't put it all the way on, right? All right. Now, they're not going to turn none of that money down. Hell no. They ain't turning nothing down. The Democrats love that welfare, baby. Man, you start slinging that welfare, that Section 8 in front of these bums. Oh, yeah, they'll fight you up, run you down. Like, what? About taking my Section 8? I'm not going to be able to sit on the couch all day, eat ramen? Crab legs when the fucking food stamps come? Man, do you all know, like some people in the ghetto might think that eating crabs is a bum sport. You want to know why? Because every summer you see motherfuckers lined up in front of the projects with a big ass bag of crabs, just cracking them, hitting their head, you know what I mean? Just $50 worth of crabs in one sitting, boom, nothing. Don't even eat it all. The rats be eating half that shit. Go to Webster Projects if you want. Fighting for that welfare. They won't fight you to go get it alone. They won't fight you to, you know what I'm saying, to explore a USDA loan and go get some fucking land in a real homestead. You niggas think the homestead is them funky ass project buildings where you just you could just, just tilt your and touch the ceiling. Oh no. I got hops like Jordan. If I could jump and touch my ceiling, bro, that ceiling is way too low. Y'all don't get it. You might not understand.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has
50 years old talking about you living in the projects. You know T and them. Yo, bro, why you know niggas in the projects anyway? I don't want to know nobody in the projects. Fuck all of y'all in the projects, man. Not all of y'all. Most of y'all. You know? Like the fuck, and niggas like on a hamster wheel in the projects. You getting all that money, but what is it doing for you? It ain't doing shit for you. It's turning you into a fucking bum. Not homeless, a bum. You dig? And y'all fighting for bum shit. I ain't fighting for nothing bum no more. You know? Ain't no vote or die, nigga. Let's make better decisions or pay the consequences. Like the migrants, you know what I'm saying? See how they did them? Now, for the people that was complaining about black jobs, right? You remember that whole thing about black jobs? You know what I'm saying? What's a black job? A black job means when all them jobs them other people had, now that they ask them fruit stands outside of the train station, black people, let's go. That's a Puerto Rican job too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see what Truth Lady just said about them PPP loans. $150,000 in them PPP. Well, they wasn't all PPPs. One was 49. Needless to say, them some hot boys. You want to know why? Because these dumb motherfuckers, you know what? This is when you know a nigga ain't never had no money before. The first time you get some bread, you go buy a bunch of shit. What was that movie? What was that movie with Frank Lucas? Motherfucker went and bought a chinchilla. I see a bunch of, remember the Marvel movie when Robert Nero, he was like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Give me that fur. What are you doing? I think it was Joe Pesci one. Give me that fur, bro. Why you buying this bitch of fur? We hot as a motherfucker. That's the new black bitch. That's the black people now. You know? Nigga had a pair of fucking, you know, like lean and Timbs. Do y'all know what lean and Timbs is? Lean and Timbs is when the Timbs is worn, when they slanted. You know what I'm saying? These niggas went to 42nd Street, got all that PPP money, all them fake ass loans, and put their real Social Security on. Oh God. Thank you for reminding me. Fucking PPP heads. Oh, dope heads. Fucking dummies. Most of them PPPs was coming back when they did them the right way. It was like, yo, you get $2,500. These niggas was walking off with 150 bandos. 150 bandos, 200 bandos, buying all type of cars, going to Instagram, flossing, just drawing the feds to them. You know what I'm talking about? They fucked up all that money. Yo, listen, don't y'all know what Doge is? Government spending. It's efficiency. It's going to cover, you know, like all that money that been wasted, they're going to find it from somewhere. And I think they're going to give us more than 5K. All right, double tap the screen on the way in the door. You now, this is Mac Main Show. True story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. Texas grown in the building. Truth Lady, my sister. Checking vids online. Aki Betta, long time. That's Aki Betta been around longer than anybody. Damn man. You know what I'm talking about? But welcome to the show. Buckle the fuck up.
For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just
Being so drunk, it's amazing.
the nature of it.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's Kamala time or happy hour. The former Veep appears to be unburdened by sobriety, allegedly. She was in New York to visit the cast of A Wonderful World on Broadway, and she explains here it was a rare...
Rita be tearing this broad to pieces, but rightfully so. What the fuck we would have did with a Kamala? What we would have done? I mean, like, what? Let's keep it real. Let's not be too angry here, all right? What the fuck we gonna do with a drunk bitch? Nothing.
outing. She doesn't get out much nowadays.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about me and drunk bitches, right? I was about to say mistakes. I've made bad choices. A mistake is the first time. You know what I'm talking about? And I've numerous occasions of making bad mistakes. Bad choices. One of the bad choices that I've ever made, right, was fucking with a drunk motherfucker. Okay? Drunk people, let me tell you something, man. They say a drunk tongue speak to sober, some, I don't know, they speak the truth. And not telling you the truth, but they speak the truth about themselves when they start drinking.
So, you know, I don't get out much these days. But we wanted so much to see this before you guys left. It's my first trip to New York, actually, since the campaign. And I wanted to come to see you all before the show left. And this was so beautiful. And it just had such depth. And so
Oh my God. They call it word salad. I call it not making no fucking sense. That's what I call it. Simple, just not making sense. You're not making sense, boo-boo. Like when people start talking and they don't make no fucking sense. Like, come on, man. What I'm supposed to make you make some sense of this right here with this.
Victims become predators. Look at Usher. Ain't no doubt in anybody's mind that
Yo, it's Saturday. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Okay? All right. Now, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right. Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. If you're on the Trump train, type 1s in the chat so we know who you are and you don't get your ass blocked by mistake.
and just, it was just, I mean, all the nuances.
Such depth and soul. But, you know, it wouldn't be a Kamala word salad without some inspiring words of wisdom.
It's just the nature of it. I mean, look at what, I mean, this beautiful play. It doesn't even
That must be a sign from God. There's 111 in the building. I said, get the 1s up. If you're on the Trump train, let's go.
beauty and everything,
Broad is embarrassing, man. Who aunt is this? Come get this broad.
right? These things all coexist. But I believe we fight for something, not against something.
Yes, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
All right, let's take a quick listen. 1s in the chat if you're on the Trump train. Monique in the building, like that. Okay, because there's a lot of hating ass fucking liberals up that come through here, and we do the Lord's work here. Okay, the holy work, God's work. That's what some of us call it. All right, double tap screen. We need them likes up to 100.
As well. Not quite sure about the clear eyes part there. But let's move on to one of the most disgraceful performances from a news anchor that you'll ever see. Face the Nation host Margaret Brennan, fresh from being humiliated by J.D. Vance, was interviewing.
Oh, that J.D. Vance, that motherfucker is hardcore, man. I think, you know what? You know what's so crazy, right? I think that Trump picked the all-star team. Now, check this out. Bust it, right? We thought Tom Homan was the fucking boogeyman, right? But, man, you ever seen those movies with the good cop, the bad cop? Or have you ever been in a situation where you murdered a motherfucker because you're trying to rob him or for him? It didn't work out. Good cop, bad cop. We thought that Tom Homan was the bad cop and JD was the good. It looked like JD Vance is the bad cop. JD Vance is a hardhead, bro.
Secretary of State Mark Rubio, and she actually claimed that the Holocaust was caused by free speech. This is not only offensively stupid and historically ignorant, but it shows just how demented the leftist media have become.
He was standing in a country where free speech was weaponized to conduct a genocide. And he met with the head of a political
No perico in the building. Salute, Kenny, salute.
party that has far-right views and some historic ties to...
Now, that name, No Perico, is only fitting here. In the White House, nah, not so much. Because you had Hunter Biden up in there getting caught. I mean, he's dropping fucking 8 balls out of his sock and shit. Let's not play.
Extreme groups. The context of...
All right, let's get to these old broads right here. The View. These bitches, oh my God, man. Excuse my language, mommy. Yeah, I just can't take these old broads. It's almost like all they coochies dried up a long time ago and they just out here just spewing hatred. You know what I'm saying? On anything that looks like a man. Let's keep it 100. Not just conservative men, but men, period, man. These broads is evil. Evil. Jesus.
As Trump continues to pull initiatives that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, or D.E.I., everybody knows it as that, former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg weighed in with a take that surprised some people. Watch.
What do we mean when we talk about diversity? Is it caring for people's different experiences and making sure no one's mistreated because of them?
Yeah, diversity. I just like didn't earn it. You know what I mean? All that diversity, equity, inclusion, man. It's just too many fucking factors to look at with that shit.
which I will always fight for? Or is it making people sit through a
Mike Lowry, salute. I practice my own powers. I really possess NASA or CIA. Couldn't hire me if they wanted to. They scared of me. You know what I'm saying? Let alone you're in the right place, man. Now, look what Mike Lowry says, y'all. Now, I'm gonna let you know something for the people that's new here. We found out that Jesus is in Springfield, Massachusetts. Now, I told the person that let me know this to let them know that we live, okay? All right. I would love to have Jesus around here, but y'all need to stop playing in my chat though, for real, for real. Because I be believing things, man. I really like take my fucking camera phone to Springfield, Massachusetts, you know, with a mask on, but I gotta be transparent. I'm not really going there to find Jesus. I'm going there to see if they still really eating the fucking cats, you know.
training that looks like something out of Portlandia, which I have also experienced. And it is how Trump Republicans are made. If that comes to your workplace with the best of intentions, but doesn't actually get at what actually matters here, what's actually at stake.
So do you agree with him that DEI initiatives drove voters to Trump? And what else can be done to make sure everyone is represented on an even playing field?
You know what I think, and
what do you think?
I like Pete.
Sonny, is your husband still free? Yeah, she has a real funny shape. Not penguin. It's like black olive oil shape, you know?
Of course, but I think he got that so wrong, and I think it was so tone deaf, considering what's going on. All of it. I thought all of it was tone deaf, because what happens is when from 1776 to 1965.
I look like she's shrugging. It's almost like her permanent stance is, I don't know.
You have basically white men in charge of everything, right?
Has a I don't know posture. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, hey, Sonny, where's the shit at? I don't know. You know, she has a real awkward posture.
I like Pete, of course, but I think he got that so wrong, and I think it was so tone deaf, considering what's going on. All of it. I thought all of it was tone.
This is the part. Let me explain something. They lucky Whoopi's not here, but I'm about to show you something with Whoopi in a quick second. I think with Dr. Phil, right? Now, this is what it is, and we almost have this like in our YouTube community. We call it the dirty sector. Mr. X, that's a fashion play, not her posture. A fashion ploy. Okay, yeah, but you know, I don't think it's a fashion ploy. I think that every outfit she has on, it looks like she's saying, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, think about what I'm trying to tell you. It's not just the padded shoulders, okay? All right. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
On deaf, because what happens is when
Oh, I remember now. It's this, right? The reason why I said you're lucky that Whoopi's not there is because Whoopi's one of those bitches from The View, right? I found this out. That if you disagree or if you agree with her ops in any kind of way, she's automatically going to list you or try to sway you into her opinion. You know what I mean? And if you don't willingly go into, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers got kicked off The View because of Whoopi. And I'm not talking about just the broads that's sitting up front. You gotta remember, I worked in production. You know what I mean? Like one of the girls that actually worked on The View, I was her handler for 2 years. That's Sherry Shepard. That's me and Sherry Shepard right there. There's a lot of information I got that makes me feel this way. I've seen and heard a lot of stories about people, staff getting fired because they don't want to do something this bitch want them to do. It's just that simple. Tamar was the same way. Tamar Braxton, because I worked with her too, and she was exactly the same. You know, if you didn't want to get in that cage for her, it was over. Yeah. Tamar Braxton, let me tell you something. Tamar Braxton required all black men to jump in the cage, right? Double tap screens, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's how, you know, the goalpost is moved. Let's just put it that way, all right? Now, don't ask me who this man is in the cage. Somebody told me it was Meek Mill. I do not believe that. I don't believe this is Meek Mill in the cage, although the cage doesn't have a lock on it. Doesn't look like it has a lock on it. And it's messed up that Ming will come to this channel and say that Meek Mill's holding the cage closed with his butt cheeks. That's just madness. Anyway, this is a family show. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Back to this broad that looks like she's saying, huh?
From 1776 to 1965, you have basically white men in charge of everything, right? Women, people of color, we're left out of just equality of opportunity, that sort of thing. And I think when that
I think that some black people, some of us have been told this shit so long, it has been driven in your head. Matter of fact, if you on that Trump train, or if you just got some haters in your life, type F views in the chat, please. For me, not for you. All right.
Equality starts popping up in terms of diversity program. Equality now feels like oppression to those people.
Sometimes we've been beaten with this shit so long. I mean, as soon as you started school, you was young. What they told you? You was a slave. You was getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? You was in cages. He got a dog leash around his neck. Where's the fucking dog? FU's in the chat, baby. Free Diddy. All right. We've been beating up with this shit for so long that we just sell it to ourselves more and more. I feel like it holds you back from realizing your full potential when you keep on telling yourself that, you know, I'm being held back. You know, you being held back by you saying you being held back. Because it can't nothing really stop you. Ain't nothing stop these fucking Mexicans from getting in America, right? Nothing stop these Venezuelans from crawling over that gate. You know what I'm saying? And high jumping.
People of color, we're left out of just equality of opportunity, that sort of thing. And I think when that equality starts popping up in terms of diversity program, equality now feels like oppression to those people who were at the top of the ladder, not necessarily because of their merit, but because of their identity, right? And so in my view,
I can dig it, Mr. X. I've heard people say that a lot, you know, but to me, that's the loss of hope. It leads to depression. When you think that everything that if you feel like it's nothing, why indulge? You know what I mean? Because basically you're wasting your time. And time is not money. Contrary to popular belief, right? Time is life. Okay? So spend your time a little bit more wisely. If you feel like it's all just leading down a terrible road for you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's loss of hope.
View, when you look at the stats, it is really clear from McKinsey, actually, a consulting firm that Pete used to work for. That firm found that companies with more diversity financially and socially outperform those that are less diverse. So the business case for diversity, equity, and inclusion, it makes sense. And I think we can all agree that we want our workforce to reflect what our world looks like.
I think mine does too, though.
Hold on a second.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but see, here we go, right? Now, let me just show you, let me break down what she's saying and why I don't agree with it, right? Because if you were a business owner, right? Let's say if you will be able to hire 100 people, right? And let's say you're a black business owner, right? How do we factor in, what do we hire people based off of their skills and what they bring to the company? Or do we hire them because they fucking color? I mean, think about it. What would you want for your business? You dig where I'm coming from? I'm going to keep it real. In the real world, none of that shit matters. Your relationship building is what matters. Because you got two guys going for the exact same slot. You're both going for the same position. On one end, you have a dude that's super qualified, maybe even overqualified. And on this end, you have a blank sheet of paper, a guy that doesn't fit the requirements necessarily, technically, right? The first guy goes in for the interview, right? I'm interviewing that first guy. He's qualified. He can handle the business and all that, right? But I don't like his fucking attitude. You dig? I don't like the way he smells. He might have been funky. You dig? And a guy that's a blank sheet of paper is letting you know he's being transparent. I don't know things, but but I do have this. He has some requirements, but he's cool. I might hire that motherfucker because he's just cool. I don't want to be around this idiot that think he know everything. He might start thinking that he know more than me, the owner. You dig? So sometimes I can see where qualification wouldn't matter over other factors. Like, I just like this guy. I could do 8 hours around this guy. I can't around this guy. So here's a circumstance where a person, something other than their qualifications, their technical qualifications, factors in. You dig? But I'm not gonna not hire this guy because he's white and this dude is black and I only got 15 black dudes. You dig where I'm coming from? All he has to do is be a little bit cool and fit the requirements. I don't give a fuck if he's black or white. And I shouldn't have to be moved to hire somebody because, and you shouldn't be qualified to sue me because I don't want to hire your funky ass. You get where I'm coming from? Because you want to feel a certain way or you want a certain type of look in your business. And nah, man. Knock it off, man. That's how people sneak through the back door. Nobody sneak through the back door of your business, man. Get rid of their ass, okay? Before you could get them in there. Don't ever hire somebody for your business just because they fit a certain criteria. All right? I gotta have 10 tranny, 10 transgender people working in my business. Why? Why come? Man, I like that one. I'd rather get in the fucking cage with Meek Mill. Ooh, cha! Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right. Now, if you're here from the vertical feed, go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. If you're on the Trump train, type FUs in the chat. All right, because we don't give a fuck.
McKinsey, actually, a consulting firm that Pete used to work for, that firm found that companies with more diversity financially and socially outperform those that are less diverse. So the business case for diversity, equity, and inclusion, it makes sense. And I think we can all agree that we want our workforce to reflect what our world looks like.
I think mine does too, though.
Hold on a second. Can I give an educational sermon real quick? There's a difference between forced equity or a forced inclusion and diversity into an organization and natural inclusivity. I operate my business with natural inclusivity. That means that I'm open to a wide range of people who apply to give them an opportunity. I don't only focus on certain people. Of course, there's biases anywhere, right? Somebody that went to the U of A may catch my attention more than somebody that went to ASU. I'm just saying. However, I'm smart enough to say, man, if the guy from ASU can get the job done, he gonna be working here. If it's a woman, can she get the job done? Like, for instance, I had a couple positions open on the website. When I go and look at resumes, I don't even look at the name. I go through and see if the person has a proper fit. If there's a situation where I think traditionally men would work in that position, I make sure that if a woman puts in an application, I'm going to review it and give her a fair evaluation. That's all it is. That means that I'm fair. We have such a diverse group of people working here at the Office of Tatum, not because I target people or because I got D.E.I. It's because if you come and apply to the job and you good, you're going to get an opportunity. And if you have skills, you can make an impact. And if you are a company that's open like that, you'll get more diverse people that come and want to apply. Now, of course, I can't expect for this company, which it is. I think it's majority. I think it's probably way more black people per capita than it is in the state of Arizona. I mean, we got way more than 5% of black people working for the Office of Tatum, and there's 5% of black people that live in the state of Arizona. So we're disproportionately represented by minorities, and that's black, it's Hispanic, and everybody. So with that being said, it's not forced. It's a difference between me going out and saying we need more women here, and I'm gonna go look for women. And I'm gonna hire a woman. Now I got a guy's resume that's exactly what we need for the job, but because I think we need diversity, I'm gonna go hire a woman. That's the problem. So companies that are diverse, meaning that it's a good company, good pay, you get a diverse amount of people that want to apply. And if you're fair, the cream will rise to the top. And the cream ain't always men. The cream ain't always white. The cream ain't always black. The cream
that part
ain't always a person born in America, which I think most of it is. But you have some people that are foreign that are willing to do the job better than people in America. So that's my whole argument about this. And then I want to address on this point too is that they act like every black person was a slave. That's the part that gets me. Like, do you know history? There is thousands of black people that own tens of thousands of black slaves. What are we saying? I won't say tens of thousands, but there was hundreds of black people that owned thousands of black slaves. Every black person wasn't a slave. Every black person wasn't living in a downtrodden situation with his thumb, with the white man thumb on his back. What history are we talking about? There were people, most black people that came over here who came over here as slaves were slaves.
Right.
But then black people were free in the South. They got freed. They were already free in the North.
That's the whole fact. If you're familiar with Anne Rice books, like the vampire books, the Lestat books, the witches, they talk about the free black people of color. They were mainly in New Orleans, in that area. There was a bunch of them, super rich, into voodoo. They was into some shit. Oh, their history is deep. There's a lot of blood in that mud down there in Louisiana.
They were called indentured servants. They worked and they purchased their indentured after indentured servitude. They would be able to
a lot of mulattoes
purchase their. They would get money afterwards. So once they finished the contract, they would get land, money, and other resources that white immigrants who came over to America didn't have. They came over here poor with nothing in their pocket, while black indentured servants, and not all of them were treated right.
Word, like the Irish got it bad. Word.
Stevie Wonder can see that. But by and large,
they the ones that created ghettos. The Irish people's the ones that originate that ghetto shit.
Was more prosperous for black people than the white immigrants who came over here with absolutely nothing. They act like black people are the only ones getting discriminated against. Jews were discriminated against too. If you see any of these signs, white, water fountain, whatever, blacks, Jews, dogs have to go in the back. The Jews were discriminated against too. I could go down a list, bro. The first legal slave in America was a black man. I'm so sick of the narrative that we didn't have nothing. Like we were just poor and we were slaves, and then after slavery we were just getting beat. Man, black people killed it after slavery.
Word. That's the part I'm talking about. I don't want my son hearing that shit I heard in the 80s. I don't want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not working today for us.
They were moving up. It makes me mad.
I like to gravitate more towards the stories of black greatness. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that type of shit, And that's why the name of my record label is called White Owned.
That the narrative is that black people have been
get it? Black man owns white owned records. Come on, man, that's ingenious, bro.
Slaves, and we still slaves. Black people did so many great things in this country, especially after slavery.
Thank you.
Owning businesses, creating genres of music. Rock and roll came from black people. All these genres that you like.
Talk that shit, Brandon.
A lot of it started from black people. These shows and
remind motherfuckers. They have you out here acting like, especially them old white women with cornrows on Black Lives Matter. Anything rainbow, yo, bro. You're doing bad, man. Oh God, we need to help you, Tyrone. You ain't gotta help Tyrone. Tyrone ain't the motherfucker that need no help. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get them.
Photography and theaters and innovation.
We created shit, man. We created a lot of shit. A lot of things got stolen, but we still came up. All right.
And inventions. The automatic transmission that's in your car right now was created by a black man. The stoplight. A black man. The light that you every day you go to the stoplight.
The cotton gin, allegedly.
A black man created that. What act like we just was dead somewhere? We just on a white man just all over us. The first female millionaire.
I mean, why wouldn't a black person create the cotton gin to make they life easier while they out there fucking sweating? That's the reason why black people, that we got big lips. You know what I'm saying? You don't get it? We used to be in them cotton fields like, ooh, wait! It's hot out here.
To ever exist in America.
Lips are like that. I'm saying, ooh, wait! Ooh, wait! Rusty, salute.
The very first female millionaire out of white, everybody, was Sarah Bree Love.
Wait a minute. Mr. X, you said you're going to return it uncashed? I need to drop the link for you. You special.
A black woman in the late 1800s. She would have been she was Oprah Winfrey back then. But we all was just white man just had us spooked out and we couldn't. Some of y'all don't know Harriet Tubman was married to a black man and he was free. Harriet Tubman's husband was a free man. They lived together.
And how could she bust so many moves without it? Think about what he's saying. How was Harriet Tubman able to go up and down the East Coast, north to south, busting moves, drove. Listen, right now, you know what she was doing? What they would call it today? Human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? In America, because America was separate. You got to remember, the South and the North was two different ball games, as he's explaining.
Together. Did you know that? Harriet Tubman technically she had a job. She lived with her husband. She just was still under the slavery of the slave owner. So technically he owned her, but she had the freedom to work. She had to give us some of her money to a slave owner, which was half of y'all doing that today. You giving your money to the government. You a slave too. But her husband was free. So he didn't have to.
Wow, that's deep. Hey, the link, if you want to join the panel and you want to discuss some of this stuff, because Mr. X said he's going to return that stimulus or that refund check, excuse me. He's going to return it back uncashed. Interesting. You might be trolling, but the link, if you want to join the panel, is on the community wall, okay?
He didn't have to listen to the slave owner. He wasn't subject to the slave owner. So when you put this stuff in together, you start realizing it wasn't the same as y'all try to make it out to be. Slavery was still terrible, but not everybody was slaves. Some of Harriet Tubman's family members were free. Black people used to purchase their freedom.
Like that's the part that black people are closing their ears to. That's the part I want to hear. I don't want to keep on hearing how we was getting beat the fuck up and how, you know what? None of y'all most of y'all never even had a belt on your body from your mama. Bow. Let alone have a whoop, what they call those shits? A whip going across your back and seeing your kids kidnapped. None of y'all ever seen none of that and never gonna see anything. Salute to the ancestors. You feel me? But none of y'all. And y'all act like y'all more mad than the people that went through it. As opposed to if you were to give any one of those slaves back then, any of the assets, anything that we have today, a vehicle, a computer, a phone, an old phone. I'm talking about the ones that flip. You know what I'm talking about? When you want to text somebody, you got to press the number 3 times to get the letter A. The letter C. You feel me? You got to press the one A, B, C. You know what I mean? Like, you give them one of those and they go, boom, rise up. Fuck 40 acres and a mule. Give them an apartment. Give them an apartment and a bus pass. Those old black motherfuckers back then, they gonna bust moves. Those are the ones that went through something. The ones that was in chains, my bad. The ones that was in chains, in cages. You know what I mean? Talking about we shall overcome someday. Why do I know that song? So deep in my heart. Y'all better look at gangs in New York, man. The motherfuckers was doing bad too. Everybody's doing bad in America if you wasn't just straight up white boy. It's just how it is. But even the Jewish people were able to come up and run shit. You feel me? So we gotta stop making excuses for ourselves, bro. I'm not saying that this racism shit don't exist. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's only as powerful as you make it. If that's your cup of tea, then go for it, bro. But don't speak for black people. A lot of people, like, what y'all do is y'all come out here and y'all be like, we the people feel. How the fuck you know how we feel? Who sent that email? I must have missed it. Because the motherfuckers I'm seeing act like they don't even know how to feel, let alone how to express it to somebody else. Half these people don't even know the issues. They know the people. They know the people. They don't fight against the issue. They don't fight for the issue. They fight against the person. Like the whole shit was always against Trump. It wasn't about what Trump was representing ever. You know what I'm saying? But you seen what those Democrats did, those phony ass left lunatics. They took all that shit against Trump and went up in there and voted for the man. And now they acting like they don't even know he's the fucking president. It's weird.
Freedom.
Trust me.
Black people used to purchase other blacks to make sure that they were free. It just bothered me, man. That's all. I'm just throwing it out there because white people feel so guilty. Yeah, we were so wrong to y'all.
Word, that white guilt is what kills me, man. And you know, the left Democrat, they like that. That's a crutch for them. Yeah, come on, Becky. Man, get the fuck out of here, Becky. You know what I'm saying? Take them cornrows out of your hair. Number one. Number two, you don't know what black pain is. Black pain, you don't. They was getting mad at Trump talking about black jobs. You should be mad at Trump if he say no jobs is black jobs. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right.
We're not all.
I'm just more moved by the greatness of us. I'm more moved by the greatness of people. Period. And I'm more moved by character over color, man. I ain't with the skin politics,
y'all.
Ethnic, you know what I mean?
And not all of us.
This ethnic goofy shit. I'm from the Bronx. I don't know what y'all be talking about.
Come on, pull it back up. Roll it.
That ass, man. I'm from the Bronx, man. That's the most equity inclusion I've ever seen in my entire life in real life. You know what I mean? Everybody living together, and ain't nobody, and none of us knew we was poor. That's crazy. That's family. That's the real American way. Y'all too caught up and somebody told you that you went through something and they owe you something. That's all you heard. You said, fuck everything else. Fuck what I could do for myself. Let me just get on this fight, this treadmill, right? This hamster wheel, rather, and chase something that's never going to come to me unless I go out and get it.
I think he does. But my question, really, I think we need to reframe the discussion. If the problem is these programs, what is the solution? What should we just then depend on the benevolence of Elon Musk and white billionaires to hire women and people of color?
No.
Should we?
Go, let's get the lights up to 100. We got 200 people here. Let's get the lights up. Right now, double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. All right? Now, the question of the day is, will these Democrats turn that? I think that's the question. Will Trump give the $5,000 refund? I think the next question should be, will these Democrats turn that money down? Will they have uncashed checks? All right? Come on, let's get the lights up. Double tap the screen. Go to the top right. Amy Smith said, Smith says, I ain't worried about no 5K. We need to get this debt down. That's where the 5K is coming from. It's called the surplus. Oh man, we getting it down, man. We getting it down. I think that what you talking about is the inflation. The debt is the debt. Well, China, I think that we just need to. I'm not gonna say what I think we need to do with fucking China. I got some shit on China too. China's fucking up its own country. It's putting money in Americans' pocket.
We just depend.
And that's Doge.
Depend on corporations to, on their own, make the workforce more diverse.
Yes.
They didn't do it from 1776 to 19.
Keep going on likes. We got 200 people here. Let's get 100 likes on the board. Double tap the screen and go to the top right. If you're on the Trump train, I want y'all to spam the chat right now with ones. I want these Democrats to be scared when they come to this chat. And I don't want them to think that this is a friendly place, okay? This place is very, very prejudiced. We don't really like y'all. We just tolerate y'all. Okay.
1965. Why do we think it's going to be any different?
I think you hit on something important, which I genuinely believe most Americans, and I think everyone at this table, thinks that workforces, organizations are stronger when there's diversity and representation. What he's getting at, I think, is how do you actually achieve that? And I think that in this era, there's been almost this DEI industrial complex. And it's funny you mentioned McKinsey, because a lot of consultants get hired by big corporations to make people feel really good that they're achieving diversity because they put on a seminar, because you watch something, because you said Latinx instead of Latina. And I don't know that there's actually huge metrics I've tried to find, because you can cherry pick and you can see them, that is actually working. working. What I would love to see is culturally people wanting to have diversity that's across the board, socioeconomic, racial, that people's lived experience.
Wait till I get the Whoopi ass.
Religion, so that workforces do look like America. I think that's a perfectly reasonable place. And I think that's what he was saying. I don't think he's saying that we need to end any programs that include more
I'm
people.
going to take this from a different angle because, okay, so Pete Buttigieg here was at the Institute of Politics, which is run by David Axelrod, our colleague and friend, respected political strategist. And he was responding, Pete Buttigieg, to a question by Axelrod, basically saying that the DNC had turned into a caricature of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Here's the part that is vexing me constantly.
What's vexing me is her hair. You know what I'm saying? It looks like she was standing in front of a high-power fan. It looks like she has the C word on top of her head. You know what I'm saying? It looks like she's surprised permanently.
Seems to me every time I turn on the TV or go on social media, I see Democrats tarring and feathering themselves.
Now, this is where it goes bad. Because when you say these type of things against Democrats, oh, you got these bitches on your butt.
Seems to me every time I turn on the TV or go on social media, I see Democrats tarring and feathering themselves, self-flagellating themselves, talking about all the things.
Exactly what you did right here. Because trust me, in a couple of weeks, she won't even be on the show anymore.
That they do wrong and that they did wrong. And look, I think there's a place for that. But we've now had a month of Donald Trump, and I don't understand why every Democratic strategist.
My bad. You know I got ADHD, HIJK, LMNOP. What's up with the Africans? Man, those Africans, right? I love them. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Okay? Thank me later, okay? I love you too. All right, let's get back to the show. This broad about to get canceled.
Elder sage.
I almost feel bad for her. I could see her with a red MAGA hat on now.
Person with a platform isn't out there laser focused on getting the American public.
Oops, get the likes up. Double tap the screen. You're going to see a big thumb pop up right now. Try it. Go. Right? And let me know if that worked for you. Type FU in the chat. To me, not to you. Right? Or if that doesn't work, go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. The link is pinned on my community wall if you would like to get up here and I'll roast your ass. All right?
To understand the horrible suffering and cruelty that Donald Trump has brought onto the American people.
Well, I want to jump in here because the David Axelrod conversation you're talking about was in reference to the DNC winter meeting that happened over a few days. And I just want
to... Wait. Eat none. Trump is my Diddy? Trump is my Diddy or your daddy? Huh? As far as I'm concerned, LeBron is Diddy.
Victims become predators. Look at Usher.
Lock that motherfucker. He's a disturbance. You know what I'm saying? Saturday. Have a drink and sit the fuck down in the Oreo cookie, okay?
I want to show a quick clip of what went down.
Not your birthday.
Fight on, you fight on. When
oh man, I know that they don't have a god. What is this woman name? The one that does the sign language. Why is she doing that?
Your government is doing you wrong.
They're gonna put her in a cage. They're gonna put her in a cage. Take your ass downtown and sing that shit.
That happened over a few days, and I just want to show a quick clip of what went down.
You fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong.
You may vote for 2 males, 2 females, 2 of any gender, okay? Nope, you can't do that because we've got to balance. You could vote for 1 of any gender, okay? Or no, non-binary gender, excuse me.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. We just, once y'all get the lights up to 100, I'll stop telling y'all to double tap the screen. If you're on the Trump train and you fuck with Trump and you love Trump, type ones in the chat. Make some Democrats mad. They think this is the place where I show love at. I don't show no love here. I embarrass y'all every time y'all say something dumb.
So I think what he's referring to is they're losing sight of the spirit of what DEI was by doing this in this fashion. And while people are reacting because of the times we live in, it's so politically charged. So many people are so frustrated that.
You know what's so crazy? This is the most contained argument I've ever seen in my life. Cupid Guts in the building. You know what I'm saying? This is the most contained argument I've ever seen. They so mad at each other. Trust me, the locker room conversation after this was crazy. Trust me when I tell you, man. Because you can't actually go against the agenda. Once you act like you're going against the agenda or you have an independent thought or something like that, you get canceled by the rest of them. Fucking gang. And speaking of gang,
back on DEI.
Speaking of gang, oh boy, do I want to show y'all something real quick. Jesus Christ. This is where y'all going. Y'all going to CCOT. Let me show you. Ooh, baby. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get back to these cackling hens in a second. Let me show you how I look like in El Salvador. I had a nigga arguing with me, right? One of my bros too, right? This nigga's arguing with me about
the largest prison. This mega prison has a capacity of 40,000.
You know how the conversation always starts. It starts out by your boy Trump. Look at your boy Trump. What he doing? Why is the eggs going up? Nigga, go buy a fucking chicken. Do my name look like it's fucking Johnny Agriculture? What the fuck do I care about the price of eggs for, huh? You motherfuckers, $5,000. Buy all the eggs you want. You know what I'm talking about? But pay your rent, stupid.
Prisoners.
I told y'all this spot, you know what I'm saying? Old boy is going to tell me the egg price going up. They sending all the hustlers to El Salvador. I said, listen, man, you did fair time, my boy. I had 20 years. You tell me one motherfucker that you know personally that's in El Salvador right now. Nobody. But just in case you do go, this is going to be your cellmates.
Are the most unsafe people you can even imagine. How many people's lives they live in.
One of the worst countries in the world. Snake got 666 titled on his head. I mean, when you kill that many people, man, you probably got 666 bodies. All right, El Salvador. Now, my daughter is from El Salvador. Her mother is El Salvadorian. She's like a little Mexican.
Is it 5 or 10? How many?
More than 50. MS-13, and many other gangs. These are animals. These aren't people. They're psychopaths, sociopaths, the kind of people we have here.
Wait till I show you New York. Remember how back in the days niggas jump on a train and rob everybody in the car and then get off at the next car? Boom, boogie home. Nah, these niggas going through the car and robbing the first car all the way to the last car. And there's 10 cars in New York subway system. All right, I'm gonna get to that.
About to see the worst of them.
I need the likes to get up to 100. We got 78 likes, 300 motherfuckers in here. Double tap the screen. Tap your screen. It's going to see a big thumb pop up, or go to the top right and subscribe. It's free. Are you on that Trump train? This is how I'm going to know. You're going to spam my chat with ones. That's the only thing safe to do in here. You type all caps, they're going to shoot you.
Welcome to CCOT, the world's largest prison by capacity in El Salvador, which was constructed to imprison the highest profile criminals.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm tough. I'm from the Bronx, but I don't want to be around a bunch of murderers. No, sir.
Those who enter this prison are
especially small ones with white underwear,
destined never to leave alive.
There's no way out. How are you gonna come out of this?
The reason why this small country of 6 million needs the laws, the gangs. Once dominating the country, these gangs faced a dramatic crackdown starting in March 2022. Under President Nayib Bukele's administration,
man, they pushed them through like cattle.
2% of the country's adult population
Oh, baby. Oh, Lord have mercy. You don't want to be nowhere near this spot, man. You think, listen, I did time in Attica. I did time in Wendy, downstate. I've been to fucking Auburn. I don't never want to see nothing like this. No.
Were arrested within just 16 months. Buses transported thousands of chained gang members to Seacot in a tightly coordinated nighttime operation.
Most of the gangster niggas I know say, yo, take me to the box. I don't even want to be around these niggas until you see the box. Oh, you don't even want to be in the box. You want to be dead.
Sitting one behind the other, heads lowered, they looked like a single mass. Surrounded by armed guards.
Look at this freaky 69 guard shit right here. Who the hell want to be up in here? This is where John Franks is at. This is where my number one enemy is at. He's sitting up in the joint, you know what I'm saying, smelling balls, taking a phone out his butthole. You know what I'm talking about? Disgusting. All because he wants to stalk people. And put his ass right over here.
Guards, none of them dared to resist commands. Their life has changed in a day.
Every one of them were, oops.
In this documentary, we will interview one of them. One of the most ruthless.
Fart in there, man. You can't even use the bathroom. We got you in a cell with 100 dudes and one clogged up toilet.
Gang leaders, known by the nickname Psycho.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
Built in 2022, this massive prison is made up of 8 separate modules spread over 410 acres of land. Each pair of modules is enclosed by 2 separate 3-meter-high walls with razor wire. The entire facility is surrounded by a tower 9-meter-high wall with a 3-meter-high electric fence carrying 15,000 volts. 19 watchtowers are in.
You are sitting your ass down. And trust me when I tell you, they ain't got no Jack Mack in that commissary. It's over. They coming with a bucket of slop. Your water is community water inside your cell. Somebody take a shit. Oh, it's over, man. Devil's work, man. Look at this shit here.
Yes, the entire design.
Oh, bro, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got about 10 guard. They got guard towers in the middle.
And doesn't just prevent escape; it erases the very idea of it. Hello.
Hello, we have permission from the presidency.
The soldiers stopped us. We're hoping this will be the last checkpoint. The jammers blocked all signals within a 2-kilometer radius of Seacot.
Can't even use your phone. It's quiet time.
Completely cutting off all communication. Over 600 soldiers work only to.
Let's get the likes up. If you're enjoying the show, you know what I'm saying? You're new here from the vertical or short feed. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. They also put these motherfuckers in Guantanamo Bay. I wonder how that's looking.
Secure the perimeter.
We are going to leave all of our belongings here before entering the prison. We will only carry our cameras and microphones. That's it.
Pass slowly. Look at the camera. The body scan.
I forgot my wedding ring on.
Well, that needs to be put away over there.
This high-capacity X-ray scanner even shows bones and internal organs. It's mainly.
Wow, fuck a boss chair. See, up north in New York jail, if they want to see what you got up your prison wallet, they just have you sit on the boss chair. Then it'll ring or it won't ring. But they're not taking X-rays of your bones. My nigga.
Used to scan.
Jesus.
And newcomers, ensuring no one tries to sneak in anything forbidden on their body before entering.
The inmates used to swallow some objects, or they would try to bring them in vaginally or anally. Micro SD
or anally.
Memory cards, microchips.
I wonder if, like, I heard about the prison wallet, but I've never like heard of like bringing stuff in anally. You know what I mean?
Gay.
And not only that, even phone charges.
Although I did go viral in a channel called 23-in-1, there's an interview with Mac Mean. It's called Boofing Razors. That means when you're in Rikers Island, you take the tape, you know what I'm saying, put it around the razor and shove it up your. Yeah, I never did it, but I tell a story about it. I'm viral. All right, type 23-in-1 Boofing Razors, and you'll see our interviews. Oh, baby.
Another thorough body search has been conducted.
Take off your shoes.
They even inspected inside our socks. It took us around 1 hour just to pass through security, even though we were invited as media after months of applying.
guards are wearing masks because they're doing a risky job here. So if they get identified, it might be riskier for them to go to
They
town.
wear the mask because you know, these motherfuckers high profile. They get your face, they'll you know, basically draw your face, get it to their people, and kidnap your family. Make sure you get them out of it.
Because these gangs, they have a lot of connections, so they have to keep their identity secret. Why don't you wear a mask?
I have to talk to them face to face, looking them in the eye. They already know who I am.
We're in the registration room. This area is for inmates only. When a criminal is captured on the street,
look how they handle these little niggas.
They don't carry ID or give their real name. That's why their fingerprints and photographs are taken here to enroll in the system. Once they become a permanent part of CCOT, the inmates lose all contact with loved ones for the rest of their lives. As
never ever see your people again. Ever. And they still, you know what? You would think that these niggas would be out of control because they're never coming home. This ain't like Attica. This is permanent jail. You're gonna die here. They have a whole system set for you, right? You would think these dudes wouldn't be so compliant. I'm not gonna let you walk me through here like a fucking wild boar. You know what I'm talking about? We just gonna get to it, man. I gotta die. This is a spot where you gotta. This is definitely worse than African jails. Trust me. The screen. Let's get the lights
Once
up.
they become a permanent part of CCOT, the inmates lose all contact with loved ones for the rest of their lives, as family visits are strictly forbidden.
Perico on a whole leash. On the whole leash, papi. Everybody like that one. And speaking about Chinese people, right? Let me just advance the show a little bit. Because they be trying to diss America, right? They got these viral videos going on right now talking about how fucked up New York is, the subway system. They'll show the video with the rats crawling on the dudes and shit like that. They just really trying to disrespect America, right? Come to find out, these motherfuckers ain't doing that better. They burning their own country down. And look what they do to prevent homelessness. They want to talk about our homelessness as if it don't exist over there. Salute to the China show for exposing these fools. Watch this shit.
It's stupid. China has a lot of homeless people. We've seen them with our own eyes.
Well,
I filmed them with my own eyes,
so
and my own camera.
In 2015,
Yeah.
the Chinese government declared there was at least 2.5 million
Homeless people.
You know what that means.
That
in
means it's a
real
lot
life.
more. Yes,
Right.
in 2015, if they're being that honest.
And it's worse now.
Yeah.
Despite some efforts from 2015 and maybe about 2021, things
Wait till you see these disgusting motherfuckers.
got markedly better according to them. According to them.
Yes.
Now we still saw shit tons of footage come out of that not being true. Now Chinese people are saying it's much worse. In
Yeah.
fact, it's getting so bad.
Because
Watch
you'll
it.
see.
That's what I was gonna get.
They build these things up under bridges so homeless people don't sleep here no more. But you know, homeless is homeless. They're gonna find somewhere to go. If they're not here, they gotta go somewhere else. That's why the homeless problem needs to be addressed. Because if you just move, it's like, you know, like when they put those spikes somewhere where they don't want pigeons to go. You think the pigeons stop existing after that? Nah, they go find somebody else to borrow.
Those 22nd floor guys go around on these like paid for tours in these big shiny cities and say, China doesn't have a homeless problem. I can't see any homeless people.
Oh my shakalada.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And it's because in those areas, the police round them up and take them away. They sweep them away like trash so you can't see them.
Yes.
So it's not that they
It's not a
don't
permanent-
exist.
it's not a permanent
just,
solution, by the
yeah,
way.
it's just
They come
you.
back.
Yeah, of course they come back, but it's like it's not permanent. I mean,
Lansky and me, we look at the China show a lot, right? And they be exposing some stuff. And the question came today, right? Lansky asked me, he goes, yo, little nigga, because this is how he talks to me, right? He doesn't actually like respect me a lot. But he says, yo, little nigga, where the fuck do these people get this footage from? I say, well, they asked me the same thing when I start pulling out pictures or something like that. Like, if, say, for instance, just for right? Like, for an example, if I pull out a picture of Tupac in a bikini, typical for the show, right? Tupac in a bikini. They'll ask me, where the fuck do you get this shit from? I promise you, they asked me that exact question. So my answer to Lansky, it was the same. I don't know where the fuck I get it from. I don't run this show. I don't actually do anything. See my hands? Look, my hands is in the air. I have a staff back there, okay? And sometimes they put shit on the screen that has nothing to do with the show. But back to Lansky, right? This ain't Lansky. This is Meek Mill. Salute to Lansky because he introduced me to the China show, and he said, "Go watch that show. It's super racist." And I am doing the show. It's called The Light Skins. The idea of this show is basically everything that we do on this show is going to be biased towards, well, it's going to be in favor of light-skinned people. So my commercials, instead of showing like dark-skinned people, right, I'll be showing a lot more like Albie Shore, Chico DeBarge, Sade, Drake, who is the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Kendrick Lamar, but Kendrick Lamar don't got shit on Drake. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want Drake. They said those pants that he had on was kind of zesty, right? And they don't want him at the Super Bowl no more. Double tap screen. I don't know if it's because of the pants. I got some pants in here that look just like those shits. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear them a lot.
Victims become predators. Look at Usher.
This on the other day, and I was trying to do the Kendrick Lamar walk. It was like, I was like, I got about 4 steps in. Weird ass walk. Fuck was wrong with Kendrick Lamar? You know what I'm saying? He a Gemini. I don't know. That's just some weird shit, bro. That whole thing, that whole Super Bowl shit was. I'm glad they said don't want him no more. All right, but back to the View because this is crazy, bro, crazy.
Will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No. No, why would I do that? People like me now. Debating 1 was easy. Debating 3 was actually pretty easy too, if you want to know the truth. I'm lucky I'm not a drinker, but I could stop eating. You know what I do? I'd say...
Can you tell me why the contentions of being the best... You didn't actually put the word of. I put that in there for you. Best rapper has to do with our current world problems. Okay, well, this is not actually one... This is a family show, right? And I want to remind you that it's also church tomorrow, not today. All right? And if you're too sensitive and you're a man, here you go.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your...
You feel me? This ain't church. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the world problem. See, sometimes you got to add humor so you don't cry. You feel me?
A lot of dudes in my city, they ain't saying nothing. A lot of records from here, they get no play. And these niggas don't get a dance so you get no pay.
Let me tell you something. I got my channel got struck for me getting up and humping at the air. Okay? Now, I've done that move at least 200 times on YouTube. But one day I did it and it didn't, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened. I ended up beating the strike. It was a mistake. But I just want to remind you that I do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to talk about the Africans, I'll talk about it. I know the fuck I am.
Let me say, Mac, I want to salute you. I think that you are an inspiration. I love people.
This is a highly Trump channel, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You've been up in here miserable all fucking night, man. And I've been tolerating you. If you on the Trump train, type 1. This is just to show you that I pay attention. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I might have 800, 900,000 motherfuckers in here. Okay? But I read the chats. And if you're saying something smart, I'm gonna show you accolades, love. We're gonna patronize you, cocksucker. If you're on the Trump train, type ones. If you don't like them fucking crazy ass liberals, type 1. Okay? If you think there's only two genders, type 1. All right? Shit like that. If you think that you should be qualified for a job, type 1s. If you love Trump, type 1s. All right? Double tap the screen, get the likes up. All right? If you hate Trump, type 2s. Let me see something. Like that. If you love Trump, type 1. If you hate Trump, type 2. I'm going to highlight you today. I'm going to make you feel special because a lot of you motherfuckers, be wearing them panties with the dick holes, okay? Too sensitive for me. Type 2s if you don't like Trump in any kind of way. And I'm going to keep my hands right here and I'm going to show you what you get for that. I see a lot of fucking ones. This is not that. Listen, this is not even a Republican chat. This is the common sense chat. Okay? What we doing? Don't make me roast your ass. Yo, the fucking link is on the community wall. I'm willing to talk to anybody. All right? All those ones in there. Let's go Trump. Justice, salute. MF, YouTube user. Chuck, salute. DBCito in the building with the new profilito. Let's get to him.
Hey, you got me. I don't want to be Joe Biden. I think they would have done much better in the election because they got slaughtered. Would you have come to dinner with me if I lost? You really had no right to.
Kamala in office. You seen what Biden did when he came through. When Biden came through, he ain't do nothing but fucking play golf and sleep. We ain't hear about Biden moving nothing. He wasn't like Obama. Salute to that sorry bastard, right? But Obama at least went out there and put in work. First month, 2 months, I think he put Osama down. Allegedly. I don't even think they ever did anything to Osama. Think about it, man. They used Osama to get at the Russians back in the days. They gave everything Osama had in terms of military equipment and stuff like that. The Americans gave it to him. We gave that shit to him. So I don't think that they ever did nothing to him. But at least he had an accolade. You know what I mean? Joe Biden didn't have shit. We even know, and Kamala, the way y'all threw Kamala at us, it was like Joe Biden got sick of some shit. Next thing you know, we all like Kamala, don't we? Right? Yeah. Kamala. Like Kamala, my antennas went up instant, ASAP. No Rocky. Kamala, who the fuck is Kamala? The Indian? Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, right? We said the same shit when Obama came in. Who the fuck is this? You remember Barack Hussein? What? He running for president. He black. Oh, what? Trojan horse. You want to get a bunch of black people? Throw them a bucket of chicken. Huh? What they think of us? Throw us a bucket of chicken? You must not know black people, man. Double tap the screen. It's the American way.
I'll tell y'all niggas, right? Watch what you say, because certain shit is getting back. And y'all niggas that's running
does not make a candidate, period. Who said that?
Y'all niggas, right? Watch what you say, because certain shit is getting back. And y'all niggas that's running y'all mouth, the Mac Main and all the rest of that, watch what you say. Watch what you say.
Don't listen to that boy. He had just got shot and he was just blurting shit out. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do with anything. Okay.
Doing this to me, and you slough it off like it doesn't mean anything.
Why didn't they steal this election?
So while healthcare CEOs are unalived in broad daylight, subway heroes are acquitted of all bogus charges, and Syrian regime change is nigh, the ladies at The View are arguing about what really matters, how hysterical one must be in Trump's America.
He does this to keep you all.
She's the worst one. She is the worst one. Whoopi is the queen witch.
In a panic. He does it to
make y'all do this and talk about
Peace, Miss Wallace. Rest in peace. That's a fact.
it, but it's so terrible. But we have to do from now until January 21st is be with our families, be with our kids, do our jobs, make sure our checks don't bounce, make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families. Whatever he's going to do.
I used to hate Sonny more, but then, you know, in the last month, I realized just how feeble she really is when the situation happened with her husband. Okay, that really showed me. I seen her armor crack. You know what I mean? And then it made me go back to my original. Whoopi's she's the one. She's pulling the string.
Going to do, but do take our word for it. Things seem to move slow.
Yeah, Behar and Whoopi control the whole ship. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted. And there's definitely a power struggle because Behar wants to take that seat. She wants that seat. Let's not get it twisted. Do y'all agree? Anybody that do watch or are familiar with The View, do y'all agree, yes or no, that Behar and Whoopi is constantly at war?
Slowly, because they didn't come get Hillary, but he has other people who are ready to go. But I don't think that they can just go out and do what they want to do.
I told you last week I disagree with you when you say that because we have the luxury of saying that because
Okay. Taurus 423 is coming in hot. That's my type of language. See, you understand the issue. Whoopi is praying for Democrats right now because she knows the law's coming. I mean, well, she's on that list. Let's not get it twisted. The same way CNN was on that list and the ratings just shot down, it's a little bit different for Whoopi because Whoopi is going to end up with they're gonna go through her laundry. You already know how to go. You good to be rich as long as you keep it down. You know. All right.
we're legal, we are successful, we are. If you're an illegal immigrant in this country, you.
Later, truth lady. Assalamu alaikum. She said, imagine what goes on in the green room. I can tell you some of the things that go on in the green room because I've been in a few green rooms. I remember I was working on a show called The Face, right? With Naomi Campbell and Nigel Barker, right? I used to have to sit in for Nigel Barker because we have the same body shape, right? So I was around a bunch of fat motherfuckers and little dudes or whatever. And Nigel was tall and slim like me, right? So I was sitting for him at certain times. So I would stay in, after the staff leaves, I will be with the after hours crew. Get taping shit up with the gaffers and the grips and shit like that. Just making sure everything was good, standing in and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you something. I walked in a room and seen a whole bowl of cocaine and it was just regular. And it was two models, 3 famous people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get sued because I was under NDA with that too. Those things run out.
You're not going to be not in a panic. If you are a woman working for the Department of
The green room is vicious. And television, they way more ratchet than you ever would think in your mind. I remember my first job was working with Sherry Shepherd, right? On this show called The Newlywed Game, right? I came in as a PA, production assistant. I ended up moving up and started doing assistant production coordinator, right? And shit like that. And then I end up becoming like the runner. Let's just say the runner, right? Because Sherry Shepherd used to run a lot of stuff from Harlem. And we had a lot of Caucasians from California that didn't know shit about New York. So I was the guy. I ended up taking care of her son a lot. When, they would work late. The Review, they was filming that shit 6, 7 in the morning. And then she would come to the Newlywed Game. But I'm about to get too personal. I don't want to tell you too much about myself. Let's finish watching it.
Defense. You have a right to be in a panic.
You tell people to.
Naomi Campbell's a freak. And so is Kamora Lee.
Stay fraught and like this.
I'm telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people to prepare.
They are prepared.
So that means
I'm saying
that they can't be relaxing and enjoying Christmas
it doesn't mean
when winter is coming.
Someone advised me back in the day that profanity is just a simple mind trying to express itself forcibly Advice for the family section watching the show. All right, suck my dick. How you like that one? Mr. X, leave me alone, bro. Someone advised you. Who's that someone? Was it Jesus? Why the fuck would I take advice from someone? You know? Let alone you. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. Profanity is a part of entertainment. You're on YouTube. You're not at church. Somebody time him out for 86,000 seconds, please. Thank you.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here.
Right.
Winter's been with us. And my point is we can lay down and do nothing for the next 15 days and then be freaking out for the next 4 or 2 years.
But my point, privileged
Oh, look at Whoopi. She's out of pocket. Ooh, baby.
position that a lot of people who are going to be
Come over here trying to kick knowledge, Mr. X. So stinking ass. All right? I didn't want to time you out, man, because I like when people challenge me, you know what I'm saying? Push and pull, you know what I'm saying? But now you over here trying to kick knowledge to me, man. I don't give a fuck about your knowledge. Someone advised me that using profanity, you know what I'm saying? And then I tell you, suck my dick. Crazy. See how that works? Suck my dick. From New York, bro. You bugging the fuck out. Scientists actually found out that people cuss a lot in discussion are highly intelligent. I don't know if we smart or stupid, but we entertaining as fuck, right? It's 300 people here. Double tap the screen and get the likes up, okay? I'm sorry, Mr. X, man. I didn't think they would actually time you out for 86,000 seconds, right? But just listen, okay? Next time you come to this show, right? Most of the guys don't even read comments. They wouldn't even fucking entertain you. I'm entertaining you because I want you to stay here and get what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to inspire you, okay? All right? To take the cell phone out your prison wallet, right? Wipe it off because it might smell like donkey, right? And call your therapist because he ain't here. This is the part of the show where we take aim, you know what I'm saying? And we just start busting everybody. Hey, chat, moderators, just start clipping everybody. Just clip everybody. Let them show. Time everybody out for 1 minute, please. All right? Get some less talkative motherfuckers in here.
Your family who is going through the same thing.
I want his enemies listening. I'm not panicking.
Yeah.
Like, we just have to
We
live.
have
You
to figure out
This is
what
the
we're
United
panicking
States of
for.
America.
We don't know what we're panicking for. They're throwing
Fuck the issue. Let's talk about the word fuck.
50,000 things at you to make you do this. I'm saying don't buy in.
Talking about I curse too much. That's the first, man. The only one I heard that was my mother. I don't think I curse too much.
You. Fuck myself. Fuck the band. Fuck regular. Fuck VIP. All of us. Fuck your ex. Fuck your ex. Fuck problem. Fuck government. Fuck Niger. Fuck everybody. Fuck you too. 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 Fuck you too.
Double tap screens, get the likes up. It's Saturday, baby. All right. I'm about to go down the rabbit hole soon. You know what I'm saying? We got to get off these politics. I got a story of a 14-year-old that allegedly blows this fucking woman's head off with, I mean, we don't show that, with an AK-47. Now, the reason why I want to show you this is because it is crime, you know, so we, you know, it's crime. We like crime over here. Crime and politics.
What you have to do, take care of your family. And when we know what is happening, when we know what we're fighting, we'll get out and fight. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying
the crowd clapping because they scared of Whoopi.
don't be this because nobody can do it.
I think people need to prepare.
Would you like us to stop? All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You should be in a constant state of terror, constantly freaking out about Trump, but not so much that it ruins your Christmas, but just enough to prove to your friends how woke you still are. And they weren't the only ones humiliating themselves over this interview. This lady at CNN said that Trump wants to deport her.
I might be deported because I'm a naturalized citizen. And Stephen Miller, who is Donald Trump's deputy chief of
Oh, all this goalpost moving, man.
staff, has said that they're going to embark on a denaturalization program. So I could be deported. My citizenship.
Let me tell you something. You know when they come in hot, when they start using their hands and pointing and all that, watch it going
could be taken away, and my children could be deported because they have birthright citizenship.
Something tells me these people are just in a constant state of freaking out. They never actually watched the interview because she said this.
So this is not what the country voted for. Let's be very clear. Americans,
just like they didn't vote to take all y'all welfare. Calm down. And your Section 8, chill.
voted for Trump because of groceries, because of lowering costs. He has not talked about that one bit.
I won on two things, the border, and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price.
So Donald Trump just sat down for his first ever interview since the election. It's an hour-plus long drama comedy, right? With NBC's Kristen Welker playing legacy media's coveted role of TDS adult antagonist.
This is your first interview since you won the election.
Oh, man, her face just disturbs me. It gets me so mad. That's right. Bye. You don't like it? You know what I'm saying? Bye.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. Because of
complain about this country so much and sit over here. That's why I told you, man, he gives those refund checks up. None of them is going to get on the internet and say, look at this. I'm sending this check back. They're going to spend that shit. They're going to buy so many crab legs and Gucci belts, man. It's going to be looking crazy out here, bro.
Of course, plenty of people were in the running to land that. These were the absolute best moments from this epic interview.
Heavy drinking, the fact that he said to some...
You know what they're going to do? They're going to fuck up all that money and then be borrowing people, you know what I'm saying, from people that been holding shit down or was smart and not thinking that, it's just all free money.
Senators reportedly he'll stop
CNN, done, William. Done.
Drinking if he gets this job.
Yeah.
Does that worry you?
No, I think that everybody has something that they can stop. Some people can stop eating. I'm lucky I'm not a drinker, but I could stop eating. And we all want to stop doing something. And if he said that, it's a nice thing to say.
So he basically admits everyone has a vice, obviously true, and says he should stop eating so much. This is why it's so funny when people try to roast him for liking McDonald's. He beat you to the punch. He roasts himself.
Sir, are you going to fire the current FBI director, Christopher Wray, who you appointed?
Well,
that outfit that she got on just disturbed me too. She like a fucking a Nazi secretary.
Can't say I'm thrilled with him.
Why is everyone spiraling over?
Fucking Nazi secretary with that fabric on her, that World War II cashmere, whatever the fuck that is that she's wearing. That fucking Russia green army.
He invaded my home. I'm suing the country over it. He invaded Mar-a-Lago.
The guy who invaded your home, rifled through Melania's underwear drawer, tried to throw you in jail, denied you were the victim of an
Wax APC though. Hit the fucking link.
Assassination attempt while you're still bleeding from the gunshot.
Community war. If anybody want to join the panel, man, the link is on the community war.
And Trump says, can't say I'm thrilled about him. The guy who said shrapnel probably came from, I don't know where, heaven?
And then when I was shot in the ear, he said, oh, maybe it was shrapnel. Where's the shrapnel coming from? Is it coming from heaven? I don't think so.
So later on, the conversation moved to the January 6th Unselect Committee, deleting all of the evidence that they had collected for a year because, of course, it made Trump look good. It made Trump look innocent. It made them look bad. So they deleted all of it illegally. And Trump has this epic, hilarious exchange with folks.
Nobody's turned down $5,000. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They'll make videos and talk about how foul Trump is, but they won't make a video saying, I'm sending this fucking check back. Oh, hell no. I'm trying to tell you, man. The crab legs is calling that, you know what I'm saying? Especially once they give them them food stamps. The food stamps, bro, man, these niggas is up in there, man. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real, man. The price of food and having food stamps, and when you go in the supermarket, you see a big fat water buffalo just throwing stuff in the shopping cart, just loading it up to its. You know what I think? She got a pink steering wheel. She has to. And as soon as her car turns on, you're gonna hear money bag yo. And her house smells like cat litter and George Foreman grill. True story.
Hooker on it.
Let me ask you this about
It's
January
amazing.
6th.
I wish you could be you have such
potential. She got that Ukrainian green outfit on with them desperado high heels. See all that room in the back? I hate when women wear them high heels and they got all that clack room in the back. That's what I call it, clack room. It's like clack, 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 clack. It's like it looks like she's size 6 and she got a size 10s on. Why is all that space? Is that something special girls do? Like, why is all that space? You know what? Y'all might think that I'm just being petty right now. I'm going to show you I am. Right? I'm going to be very petty right now. Let me just show you guys something. Guys. All right, I hate to do this. I really do. But I understand my audience. And I know that some of you motherfuckers is on your cell phone and your eyes is messed up. Because I got an older crowd. Right? What the fuck is this? Look, and I'm not bugging. It's on both shoes. Like, that's not supposed to be that much space in the back of a woman's shoes, bro. She wears size 4 and she got size 8 on. What are we doing, my boy? And then this Ukrainian green and that look in her face, she couldn't wait to sit in front of this man and try to play games. He got on the list too. She got that miserable pat. I don't know what the fuck color is that. You know what I'm saying? Trump like he want to slap her. Like, yo, lady, do you not know who the fuck I am? My name is Don. You know? Some people's name is Jimmy, Ayo, or Frank. Hey, yo, my name is Don, bitch. She was out of pocket that day, right?
Potential. If you could be just non-biased, you hurt yourself so badly. I'm telling you, they deleted and destroyed all the evidence. Everyone knows it. And you slough it off like it doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying they deny it.
Thank you. He's genuinely fucking turned the fuck off by this woman.
The evidence, everyone knows it. And you slough it off like it doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying they deny it. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, if I
and build a salute.
Did it, you would be standing up in that chair shouting at me. And you know what I'd do? I'd say, you got me.
And it wouldn't be a Trump interview without Joe Biden catching a few strays.
I don't want to be Joe Biden and give you an answer and then do the exact opposite.
We're going to talk.
I hate to go on shows like Joe Biden. I'm not going to give my son a pardon. I will not, under any circumstance.
Oh, chat. We catch that Hunter Biden, that crack smoking motherfucker. You gotta respect Hunter Biden because he used the same scale niggas in the hood use. I ain't gonna lie. See that little funky scale he had? Try to get an 8 off a nigga. You know, I'm like, yo, bro, what else you serving off this shit? You know what I'm saying? 8 falling all on the street, like, yo, bro, that's an 8. Fuck out of here. Hunter Biden is it.
Says give him a pardon. I watched this, and I always knew he was going to give him a pardon.
Remember Project 2025? The election wasn't that way.
What happened to Project 2025? All the black people coming to my shit like you're a sellout. He sold you the wooden nickel, the wooden dime, or whatever the fuck that shit was called. Watch Project 2025. They coming for black people. I'm like, oh, what about the platinum plan? Because that's the only thing I see for black people. Is the platinum plan. I don't see nothing about Project 2025. What happened to calling Project 2025? Where you motherfuckers at that was pumping that? Fear mongering at its finest. They used to come over here like, Mac, you better, white man coming with the Project 2025 is gonna get you. Shut the fuck up, dope head. They gonna get you, Mac, me. The same man you done voted for. That's how your face look when they be telling me, you better watch it, Mac, me. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That white man, Mac Mizzle. Right. I might as well watch out for white on white crime too, right?
Long ago, they had this hilarious exchange.
Are you changing
the lines Hunter did? And then the motherfucker leaves his cocaine. You know what I'm talking about? Leaves it. They do it after Oprah. And Biden says nothing about it. You're like, nothing. Crickets.
your mind about Project 2025? Is this now the policy blueprint for the second Trump administration?
I reprimanded the whole group because I have nothing to do with it and I'm the one that's running. You really had no right doing this.
I need the Baltimore in the building. Salute my brother.
To me, because they used it as a soundbite, the Democrats. And I don't know, it couldn't have been too effective because they got slaughtered.
So first he says the Democrats used Project 2025 as a soundbite. Remember the DNC, their own convention? Everyone lugged this giant book out and went through it. Even the guy from SNL came out with the Project 2025.
Wow. These people were shitty. They are so shitty. They shitty for this, man. And he's still brushing it off. They tried to kill this fucking dude a couple times. Brushed it off like nothing. This is amazing, man. This is why this is easy for me to do, man. This shit is too easy, man. This is goofy.
25 book. And
fucking sellout.
Trump's like, you guys use this nonstop. Must not have worked. You got slaughtered. And he actually tries to give the Democrats free advice, saying, hey, you guys would actually benefit politically if you would borrow from a few Project 2025 proposals.
They did use it as a soundbite. And by the way, I heard certain things that are phenomenal. Okay?
Like what?
Like law and order. We want law and order. Little thing like, let's put prisoners in jail. Let's not let people come out and raid every drugstore in Manhattan so that we have to put glass up and every store is going out of business. Many of those things Democrats should have agreed to. And I think they would have done much better in the election because they got slaughtered.
And this is one of the best moments. He's asked if he would favor Elon Musk over other billionaires. And then he pulls a classic Trump move. He admits to a funny exchange that he has with these people behind closed doors.
Will you favor Elon Musk over other leaders of competitor companies like Jeff Bezos, Mary Barra?
No, Jeff Bezos called me. We're having dinner. Mark Zuckerberg came in. We had a really nice dinner. I'm having dinner with everybody. People like me now. You know, it's something going on that people. I said, would you have come to dinner with me if I lost? I think the answer is no. You know, I said nicely, kiddingly, of course. But I say jokingly, would you have been here at dinner if I lost? And the answer was probably not.
He talks about Europe pulling their weight with NATO.
War with Russia is more important for Europe than it is for us. It's important for everybody, but it's more important for Europe. We have a little thing called an ocean in between us.
Trump had to slide in a classic dig at David Muir when talking about the crime stats and the debate moment.
David Muir said to me, no, crime is, because I had to debate 3 people, not 1. Debating 1 was easy. Debating 3 was actually pretty easy too, if you want to know the truth. David Muir said, the crime rates have gone down. I said, no, they've gone up.
Crime is down all over the world except here. Crime here is up and through the roof. Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, crime in this country is through the roof. And we have a new form of crime. It's called migrant crime. And it's happening at levels that nobody thought possible.
President Trump, as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country. But
excuse me, the FBI they were defrauding statements. They didn't include the worst cities. They didn't include the cities with the worst crime. It was a fraud.
And then the following day, they released the crime rates and they were way up.
Yeah, and the FBI statistics are, you're talking about those FBI statistics.
Well, no, but he gave the wrong.
I can't look at this broad any further. Double tap the screen. Let's get go to the top right. Guys, I am about to take you motherfuckers down the rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm done with these, bro. All right, one more thing. And this is with Dr. Phil. This is y'all probably seen this already. You know what I'm saying? This is with Dr. Phil and Whoopi. And this was just to show you that there's really no reasoning with her, with anybody, right? But I love Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is a straight shooter. Calls it how it is.
are the agents.
I think wasn't Dr. Phil the one to say grab him by the put? No, that was Trump. That was Trump. I worked with Dr. Phil one time too. Dr. Phil on a show called Duchess of York. It was about Sarah Ferguson, the old Duchess of York. You know what I'm saying? Salute to her and her daughters.
Sees it shut down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down? And by the way, when they shut it down, they stop the mandated reporters from being able to.
Now, listen, I want y'all to listen to Dr. Phil very carefully, right? I'm going to show you why this is a little bit deeper than what's on the face of this shit, right? One thing that I'm against is like the Department of Education, the rollout of their systems. It's not good. You know, like those that got children that seek for higher education for the kids, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the preparation for the tests. I'm talking about the tests themselves. I'm talking about the nutrition. I'm talking about all of these things. If you factor all these things in, and then also the touching and stuff like that, and the cases where kids are getting dealt with in the wrong way, all getting swept up under the rug by the same agency. Okay, now listen to Dr. Phil real quick. I'm not going to stop him. I'm going to let him speak straight through because this one, I want y'all to really absorb what he's saying. Double tap the screen to get the lights up. Go top right, hit the 3 dots.
Are the agencies that shut down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down? And by the way, when they shut it down, they stop the mandated reporters from being able to see children that were being abused and sexually molested, and in fact sent them home and abandoned them to their abusers with no way to watch, and referrals dropped 50 to 60%. So
there was also a pandemic going on, and they were trying to save
kids' lives. Remember, we know a lot of folks who died during this. So it wasn't, people weren't laying around eating bond, but, well, you know what? We're lucky. Maybe we're lucky they didn't, because we kept them out of the places that they could be sick, because no one wanted to believe we had an issue.
Dr. Phil really nailed it. Did you notice how the host on The View got so defensive when he talked about how the kids lost their support system during those 2 years at home? And right on cue, Whoopi with her rude and disrespectful reaction.
Last year, you aired the final episode of the Dr. Phil show after 21 seasons.
21.
So, so what have you missed the most about being on during daytime?
Well, you know, it's not about what I'm missing. It's about what I'm excited about going forward. In daytime, you've got a certain demographic, as you guys know, because a lot of people are at work, and you guys are such a part of America's fabric that you get taped and people watch you when they get home, and I think they did with us as well. Yeah. But I'm excited to address men and kids that have been in school. And also, it's fun to go on late at night. I mean, at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
You can say things that Brian doesn't let us say anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I've already been getting some warnings about that. You can only go so.
A warning is all he got. Dr. Phil should consider himself very lucky. You see, these days, if you say something that doesn't align with certain views, people come after you very quickly. It's wild how fast cancel culture can kick in.
Dr. Phil, you were talking about things you're excited for. In April, you're launching an entire news and entertainment cable TV network called Merritt Street Media. Now, you've built all new studios on a 5-acre campus in Texas. That's going to include a Dr. Phil museum. So tell us about what you've been working on.
Well, this is a whole new network, and it's 5 acres under roof, and we're going to have like 4 hours of news every day. And I have a real novel aspect about this news part of it. We're going to tell people the facts and let them make up their own mind about whether it's good news or bad news. Yeah. It's not going to be spin, spin, spin. We're just going to, here's what happened. You decide whether it's good news or bad news. And my show is kind of the anchor in prime time, and I'm going to deal with the things I've always dealt with, real people talking about real challenges, looking for real solutions. But those have changed to include social issues, right? Think about when I started, it was in 2002, the first text message had never been sent.
Wow.
Think about that. The first text message had never, ever been sent. And now we have to deal with, like 08, 09, the smartphone came out. Everything
gets their news from you. You're just to jump in here, when your network starts, you're hosting the primetime show called Dr. Phil Primetime. And for an upcoming episode, my understanding is that you went to the southern border. Now you're saying that you're going to give people facts. What did you take away from that experience, and what kind of reporting are you going to be bringing back from that experience?
I'll tell you a fact I took away. I talked to the head of all the border guards down there, the head of the union. I asked him straight up, kids are coming over the border with numbers written on them, phone numbers and addresses. Do we check those out? He said, well, we call them. Is it possible that we're sending them into known prostitution rings or sweatshops? He said, it's not possible. It is absolute. We are using American tax dollars to ship children into known prostitution and sweatshops.
Some children.
Well, who knows?
Wait, hold up. Did Sonny Hostin really just ask Dr. Phil if it's all children or some children? What? Isn't even one child being sent into those kind of...
Well, Dr. Phil, I want to make sure we get to your new book, which is We've Got Issues. And a lot, you were referring to it in the last segment, how much has changed since you first got started in this. And one of the things is social media.
Well, think about it. In like 08, 09, smartphones came on and kids they stopped living their lives and started watching people live their lives. And so we saw the biggest spike and the highest levels of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and suicidality since records have ever been kept. And it's just continued on and on and on. And then COVID hits 10 years later, and the same agencies that knew that are the agencies that shut down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down? And by the way, when they shut it down, they stopped the mandated reporters from being able to see children that were being abused and sexually molested, and in fact sent them home and abandoned them to their abusers with no way to watch, and referrals dropped 50 to 60%. So
there was also a pandemic going on, and they were trying to save
They were trying to save kids'
well.
lives. Remember, we know a lot of folks who died during this. So it wasn't, people weren't laying around eating bond, but, well, you know what? We're lucky. Maybe we're lucky they didn't, because we kept them out of the places that they could be safe, because no one wanted to believe.
Man, she just say whatever the fuck come to her mind.
We had an issue.
Wow, these ladies never seem to get it. It's like they think they know more than their own guests, but usually they don't. And did y'all see that look Dr. Phil gave Whoopi at the end when she downplayed the impact of school closures?
Dr. Phil don't be fucking around. Only ones that really know the impact of them school closures is parents that's really involved with their kids, man.
Tell him to really ticked off. I'm with Dr. Phil on this one. He's bringing up hard truths that often get ignored. And facts are facts. We need to stop letting political agendas cloud reality. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And if you want to see Bill Maher.
All right, salute to everybody that's here. Now, I do want to get into this tax refund thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, I mean, everything else he promised, he's making it happen slowly but surely. This doesn't surprise me. Elon Musk says if he meets that, that quota of money that they saving, they going to be giving them checks out. It's just that simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, President Trump is finalizing the details of a plan to give every single American a $5,000 tax refund. And I'll tell you what, this plan has the Democrats absolutely losing their minds. So you see, right now, this tax refund is being called the Doge dividend, and the way it works is revolutionary. Now, as I'm sure many of you know, right now, the Department of Government Efficiency is hacking and slashing all of the fraud and waste out of our federal budget. In fact, as things stand right now, the DOGE has been able to cut out over $55 billion worth of waste so far, with the ultimate goal of cutting out $2 trillion by 2026. And so now, here's what the Doge dividend proposal actually looks like. For every dollar cut by the Department of Government Efficiency, every American would get 20% of that back in the form of a tax refund. So what that means is that if you do the math on all of that, like I said earlier, we're talking about a $5,000 tax refund for every single tax-paying American.
You know, a lot of investors right now are sitting on the sidelines.
Man, I just know that these people's not going to turn none of that money down. They turned down first time.
Now, the Doge dividend proposal document actually gives some extra insight and clarity into why President Trump is pursuing this at all. You see, 4 big reasons are given for the Doge tax refund. Benefit 1, it will serve to right the wrongs that were done to the American taxpayer. Benefit 2, it will share the benefits of cost cutting with the American taxpayer. Benefit 3, it will boost tax morale. And benefit 4, it will incentivize 2025 labor force participation. And then, to top all of that off, because this tax refund is driven by budget cutting measures and not being financed, it won't even be inflationary. Yeah. Now, that being said, not everyone is happy about this because, as you can imagine, the folks over at CNN are actively doing everything they can to undermine all of this. But before we move on and take a look at that, I want to say real quick, if you guys enjoyed the daily news coverage, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton with my daily struggle against the... But okay, take a look. Stephen Miller, Trump's political advisor, absolutely destroys CNN's...
All right, give me a second. This is his channel right here. Just in case y'all want to subscribe.
Entire narrative about all of this.
The American people are exhausted and tired of watching their tax dollars be corruptly spent, abused, wasted, and in every sense robbed and stolen from them. This president, for the first time in history, is committed to restoring accountability at every level of the federal government. You may assert there's no waste in the Pentagon. You may assert there's no waste in trade.
Funny how these criminal ass Democrats complained about the feds for so long, and now that he's regulating that whole shit and turning that whole department upside down, you know, you have people rallying against that.
I'm not.
You may assert
Stockholm syndrome. That's what I call it.
Stephen, I don't think anyone.
Then why are you?
Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Love your oppressor.
You're not celebrating these cuts. If you agree there is waste, if you agree there is abuse, if you agree there is corruption, why are you not celebrating the cuts, the reforms that are being instituted? Every day that no action is taken, the entire
Stephen, let's calm
salaries
down.
of American workers that are taxed disappear forever.
Stephen, let's calm down.
This is
we're not having a debate.
There's no reason
about whether there are
well,
places.
You are clearly trying to debate me, and I will be as excited as I want to be.
Baby, that boy be talking.
Well, you are clearly debating me, and I will be as excited as I want to be about the fact that we are saving Americans billions of dollars, that we are ending the theft and waste and grift and corruption, that we are stopping American
cognitive dissonance
taxpayer dollars from subsidizing a rogue federal bureaucracy that has been relentlessly weaponized against the American people.
Okay,
you
Stephen,
may not care about
I'm
this
not
issue.
talking about
Your colleagues may
whether
not care about
there's
this
not an
issue.
area
But we care
to
about this
cut in
issue. The
government. I
American
understand
people
that,
care about
Stephen.
this issue.
They also care about privacy.
And the American
so let me
public
ask you about
overwhelmingly
that.
supports what President
Stephen,
Trump is doing.
Folks, you know what I absolutely love about that video? It really highlights, it really displays that making America great again is no longer up for debate. We all voted to give President Trump a mandate to fix this country, and guess what? That is exactly what is happening. And so really, what's sad when you think about it is that despite the vast majority of this country actually supporting everything that President Trump is doing right now, still, the corrupt legacy media is trying to push their progressive agenda. In fact, you know what? Elon Musk made a great point about all of this just last night. Take a look.
When these attacks occur, the thing that they're accusing the administration of is what they are guilty of. They're saying that things are being done unconstitutional, but what they are doing is unconstitutional. They are guilty of the crime of which they accuse us.
That's always the first thing they do.
Yeah.
He's in violation of the Constitution. They don't even know what they're doing.
And just like that, and in that same spirit, it be these people like, you know what I mean? And I always go to the race thing because it's so like I'm black, so this is what I get all fucking day. You know, y'all the ones that put them in there. It's y'all fault, like as if we mad at our decision. You know what I mean? They pump that, you know, their racist shit. That was the first thing. Yo, why would you be voting for a person that's racist? Why would you think that I would be voting for somebody that's racist? The fuck do you think about me? And it's always the dummies in the crew. It's always the motherfuckers that never knew shit. That all of a sudden overnight become scholars. Sit your bum ass down. Fucking bum. They're against black people. They racist. Remember the rallies? When he was saying, when Trump was like, yo, that's fake news. Don't think that we taking black people, you know what I'm saying, putting them in the air like hogs and shit and pulling them out of rallies for Trump. I had to test that theory. And I got it as it's on the video. In Indiana, the most racist, where the Ku Klux Klan is made at. That was my first Trump rally. My second one was in Kentucky. The first one was in Indiana, and they embraced the fuck out of me. Almost brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, yo, if this would have been the fucking Eastern Day Parade or the Harlem Week Parade, you know, I would have got shot or had to shoot somebody. Not dead, not at the Trump rally. It was love. Them motherfuckers, when they shut the highways down, they made sure there was 2 lanes for people to drive through. They're not like the Democrats, you know what I mean? Where you know their rallies and their so-called rallies be about breaking shit up, violence, twerking. You know what I'm saying? The Trump rallies, whole different thing. You ain't gonna see one fight in there. Everybody's unified. There's no anger. There's none of that. There's none. I'm telling you, man, it hit different. But I was never a coward. So I went and seen it for myself. That's what changed my fucking mind. I said, these people have been playing me. Let me go look into the issues. I mean, what the fuck? When I went to college, political science is one of my things. So why not challenge the science part? Why get caught up in my emotions over the issue? You know what I mean? Like once you get to that level of thinking, you know what I'm saying? You become neutral, almost like me, independent. You say, fuck that Republican shit, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, we're going to get on some conservative shit. You know, it's a difference. It's a difference. Wax AP up in this joint. What's up, AP?
What's up, bro? What's going
What
on?
you say? What you say about it, AP? What you say? What's on your mind? I want to talk to you about one. Fuck this shit. Unless you want to talk about something on here, I got a whole nother topic I want to build with you about.
I mean, we can get into that. I think so. So I got a question. Did he cut funding on special education? It's a question.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
I thought, I stand to be corrected with that, but I was under the impression that he cut funding with special education. He up to $10,000 homeschooling is tax free, and now the $5,000 that. So I'm not impressed by none of that because all the money, all the funds that they've been funding these other countries amidst all this crisis and bull crap that we're going through, like they should just fix this problem first. Like, and I don't, extending their hand, helping people, that's cool. But like address the issue that we have here. You feel what I'm saying? Like if they in a position to give this country $30+ billion and that country, whatever, like if money is the issue, like address what we got going on here in America. That's how I feel about that. I'm not impressed by that because nothing, it don't balance out.
Okay. Somebody said the speech classes that money goes for didn't help me one bit. I still stutter.
I'm saying, but even like cutting these government programs and stuff, right? That's not an issue that Mr. Musk nor Mr. Trump can identify with because they didn't go through the struggle. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know the effect that that's going to take on the people that's really less fortunate and never been in that position. So they can't fix what they never experienced. You understand what I'm saying? Mr. Musk himself has the funds to, you know, just take care of that problem himself alone, right? So the $5,000, he has enough money to give every one of us, each and every one of us, $1 million, right? So that $5,000 that they're doing is like, I mean, just watch. That's a smoke screen because there's something else that he's about to do. He's been doing it the whole time.
That's a lot of
What's
fucking
up, though,
money
my
to
brother?
get. I ain't shit, man. I'm just, you know, it says they cut $600 million in grants to institutions and nonprofits that were using taxpayer funds to train teachers and education agencies on divisive ideologies.
Right.
Divisive ideology. Let me see what pops up. Bro. Divisive ideology.
That's yeah.
Is a concept of one that race or sex is inherently superior or inferior to another race or sex. Okay. That doesn't sound like it's something bad.
Yeah, Mac. This is great content. I wanted to pull up. I've been watching a couple of nonsense, but
freedom of expression. I think
that. Go ahead, bro.
I think that that has, I don't know what that means, man. What is a concept? Is the example an example of a divisive concept is one race or sex is inherently superior to another race. The United States is fundamentally racist or sexist. An individual, by virtue of his or her race or sex, is inherently racist, sexist, or oppressive. Was an example of being, shit's deep. Shit deep. Anyway, I wanted to move on to politics. I wanted to show you an example of this cokehead Karen. I don't know, or crackhead Karen. You know what I'm saying? I want
real fast.
Oh, there's a commercial playing.
Real fast, bro. I'm down for all that shit. Hey, yo, real fast too. I think it's disgusting, Mac. What's going on? Like they just had another major problem in Detroit, and like I don't think this is a coincidence, bro. Like I don't know if you've seen that, but it's like the city is frozen. First they had a big some kind of main water leak or something, or some kind of line broke or something. But now it's like all of it has totally frozen over. Like, it's cars and everything frozen. I'm like, my heart goes out
in
to
Detroit.
in Detroit. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. They had a water line that broke or something, and at one point in time, it was just flooded real bad. But I seen an updated picture of it, and everything is just frozen in ice now. Everything is just frozen in ice. The vehicles and everything, they're just frozen in ice. People's 212, what's up, bro? They won't let the bear sleep, man.
That country ass nigga up in here.
Yeah, people 212, that's my bro, man. People 212, Kenny, what's that? Salute to the chat, man.
That job turkey.
You don't have to necessarily be a bum butt nigga or broke to know what a be. Yeah, so what that is, right? I disagree with that, right? Because if you never went through that or you never had to go through that, it's only speculation. You can only assume what one is going through, right? You can only imagine to be hungry and you making it barely through the day, right? So your imagination and your experiences, that's two different things. So respectfully, because you're trying to get me started, and it really don't take much to get me started. But I got, I make a decision.
What happened? You was reading a comment?
Yeah, I was reading the comment because somebody said that you don't necessarily have to be a bum behind Negro to know what they're going through, and I just disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can speculate and assume, bro, but until you actually experience that, you feel what I'm saying? There's only speculation, and speculation and confirmation is two different things. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, it depends on what level you is on mentally. With no disrespect to you, though, but I just totally disagree with that statement you just made. Matt, what's up, though? I'm here for it, bro. What we doing?
Oh man, I'm looking at this frozen ass city. Let me see what they say.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
Available to begin to shut this water off and get the water main break fixed. And that's what we were able to do. And so we're going to move very quickly. And let me assure you that
some skeletons in his closet, man. This motherfucker's a freaky nigga. Look at him. Yeah.
We're good at this next phase. We've done it a lot. We will get emergency contractors in place. There will be one phone number.
Yeah, they tore us up, man. This shit was tore up for the whole last week, man. It's been tore up out here.
Number for our residents to call to ask for help in getting their basements cleaned out.
Yeah.
And by
they basements are finished. They're finished, and a lot of those houses is already old.
By the way, it's a nuance, but one that bears mentioning. This was water. This was not sewage. This wasn't a sewer main break. This was a fresh water main break. And I know that that does a lot of damage.
That shit gotta be freezing.
Damage to one's homes, but certainly the cleanup becomes a lot easier when it's not sewage.
Jesus.
Our officers arrived at the scene at 7.
New York go through that. It's gonna be pandemonium out that motherfucker, man. Word.
And some of those officers who arrived at the scene immediately went to going door to door.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. It's terrible, bro. I also seen
like a lot of Mexicans over there.
Were able to move their cars, so many vehicles were actually locating them outside.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. I was actually reading into that. You know, there was actually another shooting, bro. Rest in peace, some kids, bro. It was a mass shooting where this individual shot up a school, man, and 27 people was unalive, bro. Like, that was terrible too, bro.
Where, in Detroit?
That shit. Nah, this wasn't in Detroit. This was in another country. I had just been looking and reading and stuff, man. Trying to stay away from that bull crap. But this Detroit thing is terrible. Like, it's just bad.
I got this story of this 14-year-old. Huh? What's good?
You said you got something else that we're here for. You said, I told you I'm for the Wolves.
Oh no! I was start. You know what it is? I came in the dress. Yo, bro, I'm not popping in the dirty sector no more, man. They threw me out. Every time I try to do it,
so
I got you. You know what it went for me? Hold on, AP. You know, remember how you used to do your videos? Like, you just be outside and you got your camera, you know what I mean, and you just talking shit, and there's 100 motherfuckers up in it. That they like that type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more into going outside type shit. The being in the house videos is starting to bore me. You know what I'm saying? I'm having more fun going outside and getting with the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be in New York. I got a bus and move down to Virginia too, but I'm gonna be in New York for my birthday, so I'm gonna turn it up. And I just been more on the outside shit. I think since COVID, we've been stuck in the house. Like, we've been like building our careers on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And detaching yourself.
A lot of people had a lot of success in the house if you Get what I'm saying? But now, you know what though, Matt? Like seriously, if that's what you into now, but like I really enjoy like when you on your content, like when you doing this type of stuff right here. You feel what I'm saying? Then you mixing it up. Like I think that's the best who you are. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as that that sector, bro, like, bro, I feel like, and I talk to you and I appreciate you and Wax Dog and Lansky, you feel what I'm saying? Respecting everybody behind the scenes because, bro, I look at this stuff. Hey, yo, I used to be dead up in that shit, Max. Excuse my language. I used to be dead up in it. And, like, at the end of the day, bro, that's not content. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no parts of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not into that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you. And it was you that said put the sports on. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not limited to that drama. But nah, hell no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and everything that I went through, you feel what I'm saying? Like every name that y'all called me, every time that I called y'all name, I appreciate that because that shit helped me remove myself from that because, bro, that's disgusting, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's disgusting, my nigga. Like people is too intelligent, bro.
But look, it's like driving in New York, bro. Once you drive in New York, you drive anywhere. And sometimes, you know what I mean? Like with the sector, it's our playground. Y'all understand we built that shit, but we always had the talent to do way more. You know what I'm saying? We always had the talent to do way more. That needs to exist because that's what gets you sharp and able in order to do the content. Like when I be having big crowds a lot of times, AP, right? That be the highlight for me. Like the people might want to come to hear me talk and roast motherfuckers and show the content. But the highlight for me is dealing with the people, getting in the comments, dealing with the trolls. You know what I'm saying? Touching the people. That's what make them subscribe to your channel. And that's why I get a lot of subscribers, even if it's just a little bit of people. It's like, okay, if you're doing clown shit and you're speaking about people that nobody don't know about, that out of the 20 people, 20 of them people going to scroll. They're gonna keep on moving. But if you engage them in any way, it don't gotta be necessarily politics, because this shit is seasonal for me. I'll change politics and start speaking about Diddy for 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And Jaguar Wright and you know what I mean? Celebrity shit. Or I might go somewhere else. But the sector is gold. It's gold because it teach you, it give us the shit that we do. Most people can't do that live. You understand me? Or be transparent in that way. They have to do uploads and they have to do like edits and stuff, and they can't show you nothing real in real time. We in real time, and in order to be who we are in the content world, you got to be able to see that. You got to be. When I first came, you got to be able to deal with that. When I first came, when the first time I seen somebody dislike me, I took my time out to tell them, you know what I mean, to fight with them and show them why they should. I mean, right now I'm more seasoned than that. I know how to deal with the crowd. But that's the levels. The first you go through the fighting, and now it's our entertainment. So we could go over there and be AWACS. We go over there, you know what I'm saying? Like be the nigga that like to see the work put in, but don't necessarily need to be the person putting the work in. They always gonna talk about us. Let them talk. Fuck it. They can talk all they want, but we got the ability to do content and get paid. And not just from
only go ahead, I apologize, bro.
No, I was done.
But it's only a handful of us, spearheaded by individuals as yourself, that has the ability to do that though, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So like everything you're saying, I definitely agree with what you're saying, right? But I'm just saying like everybody don't have that ability, and to each his own. There's no cheap shots being, I ain't sending no cheap shots. I put a name on the envelopes I send out. But like it's too much is too much though, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like man, I was just looking at, it's so much other things though, Mac, like so much content, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's just so much stuff that people are gonna be talking about though, bro. But hell no, I ain't getting into none of that stuff. That stuff is messy as hell. Shout out to Venezuela, because regardless of, Yeah, and I have to, right? Because like regardless of, and I'm not always in agreement with the young man. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna have different point of views. A lot of time, I might agree with him here and there, but for the most part, like I don't know if he understands, the gem he holds with being able to, change things sometimes. But like that was good though. But like I just like overall, like nah, I ain't with that shit, man. I ain't getting to that shit.
I mean, like the dirty sector, you need your Venezuelans, you need your point guards, you need your nitties. You know what I'm saying?
Point guy.
You know what I'm saying? You need
Hey
those. You
yo,
need that. The sector need that shit.
hey
You know what I'm
yo.
saying? Like
I was doing some research, right? Actually, I just asked it. I started watching, and they were talking about Jamaicans and stuff, and then I got into I think it was the Zion cryptic church gang. You know, the culture of Florida is the culture of Florida is for drug trafficking. Like that's their culture. It was so easy back then in the 70s, 60s, 80s to actually, fly in and do a lot of things. Like it's like what 1,200 miles, excuse me, 1,200 miles of coastline. So it was like that was just like the actual culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of people deemed it to be a vacation site and this, that, and the third. Well, it was actually like so I mean, Mac, it's just like a lot of other things though, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't, but when I get on one of the ass, I'm gonna snatch a patch out of one of the ass. I'm gonna rip fur off one of the ass. But I'm gonna rip fur off one of the ass. But I like that. I mean, it's all about fun, bro. And if you can't uplift and enlighten, you feel what I'm saying? Like to each his own with the, disrespect, the slurs, and all that shit. But exclude me out. So if you gonna whatever name y'all gonna call me, you got it. Though. It won't be no response because I don't like that shit. That shit crazy. I don't think that much about none of y'all to be actually trying to tear y'all down and like disrespect y'all as human beings, whether you male or female. And at
that's what
one
make you
point in
a
time, I
target
was
though.
like,
That's what make you a target.
yeah, I
Cause
was used to.
we laugh at niggas. We be laughing. That laughter make motherfuckers hurt. That shit hurt people's spirit, man.
Yeah,
Laughter. That laughter.
Mac, but you,
They
yeah,
get
but
mad. They get
you,
so mad. When you
I
start being
can,
funny.
I can, yeah,
I learned that with
I can
Hassan
handle
Campbell.
that.
Yo, when I used to be putting the arms on and doing the Hassan Campbell, that nigga used to get so mad. I used to look at the camera like this. I used to be like this, humping the camera.
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that was genius. That
that
was
shit.
genius when you did that shit, though.
Oh,
that shit, that shit was genius when you did that shit.
Let me pull one of them joints
They
up.
run up on me. If they want to run up on me, they gonna feel like Steve Irwin when he got shot by that stingray. I'm gonna send their ass up out of here. They run up on me the wrong way. Tell them I'm gonna rip a patch out of one of your ass. Better don't pick this fight over here because your ass don't got no chance of winning. Kenny, what's up, man? See everybody active in that chat. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Rich, salute, Rich, the cave. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, man. I hope y'all enjoying the content. I'm the true lady Lansky. Lansky the bro. Lansky, it ain't nothing but love. Fatty yak. What's going on, bro? What's the word with you? Well, I heard the spirit. Yeah, we see Cuba de Bronx calm down. He didn't want to. Nah, shout out to Cuba, man. At the end of the day, Kenny. So as a man, you feel what I'm saying? I stand on what I said, but decision making, I ain't about to, I'm not going to pursue that, right? Because that will only lead to one thing, right? And I got to make a better decision because I got people that's counting on me. So, like even though the content thing, I have spoken to certain people and I'm not going to come on here and I'm not going to do that. You feel? Because I used to do a lot. I did. But the joking part, the roasting part, that shit ain't going nowhere. I'm still going to be hitting their head up against the fucking wall. But, you know, as far as other things, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I can't. I got to have more self-control. There's a lot of people that be watching me that I you know, like, I can't do that. But what's up, Matt Mizzle? Matt motherfucking Mizzle.
Do his shit.
Yeah, we said we chill. Look, my nigga West Coast over here with me.
My nigga West Coast over here with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get the fuck up off this, but I gotta get out here and get to some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go live when you get off. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live.
You about to go live?
A little bit when you got, but yeah, when you get off. I wanted to join in with you too. I'm gonna go live when you finish. But yeah, you've been some great content though, Matt. But I think, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, people need to be paying more attention, bro. You know, because it's a lot that you do be addressing, bro. And you know what the thing with politics is always changing, but you keep an updated version of what's actually going on, though. You know what I'm saying? So, the smoke screens that, you know, that the administration is putting up, you know, you just got to see through it, though. You know what I'm saying? But like, a lot of people got to pay attention. Hey, everything ain't fun and games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't fun and games. Everything ain't fun and games.
Hey, Nitty, what's your problem with Cuba, man? Don't disrespect Cuba in this chat, man. The only reason I'm living over here is because of fucking Wax AP. That's the only reason you got to rent.
Bro, Nitty, yeah, Nitty. Hey, Nitty, yeah, come on, Nitty. We gotta, Nitty. You know what? And I appreciate you, bro. But come on, we gotta act accordingly, dog. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for us to joke, you feel what I'm saying? We'll do that. But we gotta lead by example, though, Nitty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's different
Cuba.
ways to
I don't know what Cuba did to that dude, man. Then they out here talking about Nitty is me. They like, yo, Mac is Nitty. Like, Cuba put that shit out there, telling people that Nitty is me.
No, that's not true. Cooper put that shit out. Nah, Nitty the bro. That ain't. Nah, but you know that, and that's another thing, Mac. People got to know how, you know, and even going at people, that's fine and dandy, right? But you can't do it all the time in everybody's chat, because sometimes, you know, people be on course and it be good things, it be good content, and then you don't want the distraction. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cool, but you got to know when. You feel what I'm saying? To go and when not to go. I give you a chance to joke around and this, that. I'm gonna do a recap. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do, Mac. I'm gonna do a recap on everything that just put out.
Yo, and I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get on this thing. All right. All right, Brody.
I'll see you at the show. Put your channel in the chat real quick so the people know where we gonna be at tonight.
All right, somebody put the channel. I don't know how to do this.
Say something in the chat. Say something in the chat, then I'll pin it.
Okay, let me see.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me see.
All right, let's go out with this Cameron thing. Putting Dame Dash on blast for, you know, I guess for his little what he said about he slapping his ass. You know, he said it was some AO shit. Yeah, 50 went and slapped Cameron in his ass, and then
nigga, you gay.
We see how it turns out. All right, you said something in the chat, yeah? All right, check it out.
When niggas see each other, they smacking each other on the hips. What's that all about? Like, what was your reaction? Like, you say stop it, you know? Strong ass nigga with a tight suit smacks you on the Damn, I'm like, yo, with the serious face, like, yo, you know, I saw that shit with 50 Cent. Yo, why he giving you the pat? Like, you know, since when there's a pound, when niggas see each other, they smacking each other on the hips. What's that all about? Like, what was your reaction? Like, did you say stop? Or, you know, like, what do you do when a strong ass nigga with a tight suit smacks you on the ass when you gotta say stop, no pat pat.
He said,
we're not in the
wrong ass nigga.
Pat pat club. You know.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV.
Guys, subscribe to Wax AP Sports. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a sports channel, but everything is sports like.
That's right. Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Either get in the game or stay on the bench forever.
Moments ago, Cameron finally addresses his issues with Dame Dash. That's right, y'all. For those who missed the latest episode of Talk with Flea, Cameron finally breaks his silence on his beef with Dame Dash. Okay, now again, as we all know,
I wouldn't call this beef.
Last year, Dame Dash and 50 Cent were going back and forth in a series of posts, and we all seen the viral video of Dame Dash's dentures falling out of his mouth. Okay, so of course, once he's seen this video of 50 and Cam greeting each other, you see 50 hitting Cam on his side, right, on his backside, on his hip. You know, according to Cam, Dame reached out immediately. Look, I'm about to talk about this video of you and 50 in the Pat Pat Club, right? Just letting them know, giving them the heads up. According to Cam, Dame took it too far, right? And in this episode, it's like Cam is trying to you know, his best to be honest with someone he has a great deal of respect for, right? And in this episode, like I said, I'm sure Dame will have a response for Cam, right? Speaking on Dame. However, like I said, just seeing this episode and acknowledging the fact that Cam does have a great deal of respect for Dame. Peace.
So I swear to God, they know that I want this game, but somehow I'm never gonna get it. Never gonna actually get it. I don't have time to play games, but I want it.
So last time me and Dame spoke, he called me and he like, yo, you down with the Pat Pat Club? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Dame? Now I see you with 50. You came in and padded your pockets. What's up with that? I said, pardon me. I said, it wasn't nothing. It was all good. He said, no, Cam, you can't be down with the Pat Pat Club. That's a Pat Pat. I was just laughing. I said, this nigga Dame is crazy. So he says, yo, you mind if I talk about it? Because me and 50 going through
all them niggas petty as shit.
So I said, I don't care, do whatever you want to do. So he ends up talking about it a couple weeks later, and then nigga says, yo, Cam letting niggas come up and smack him on the ass.
Nah.
See, it always goes too far. You didn't tell me that on the phone, because I would not okay for you to say that niggas is coming up smacking me on the ass, because nobody's coming up smacking me on the ass. So then I was like, see, this is, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a little freestyle I shot a video for, and I was like, it's real disappointing when your OG turns Snaggletooth in the song. And I had him in the video with his situation. I said, I can't even, I love the nigga too much. I can't even put this out. I felt bad after I shot it. But he's on the internet telling niggas, what you do, this is exact words, what you do when a big strong nigga comes smack you on the ass. I'm like, yo, you violating, bro. Your internet violating, B. So I said, I couldn't even put the video out. I said, I'm not doing it. And so he has the movie Honor Up coming out on BET. So he calling niggas like, yo, post it on your page, post it on your page. And I ain't pick up for him because he just got on the internet, says niggas smacking me on the ass. No, pause. She just got on the internet saying niggas smacking me on the cheeks, pause. I'm like, yo, I ain't posting, bro. Prior to him being on BET, he always said he don't need no major TV sponsor, nothing of this, none of that. And he do everything on his own. And niggas who go to the network, that's not independent. I'm independent, this, that, and third. Now you calling and talking about post BET. It goes against what you talking about. From Dame is the only nigga I see where you go to his house and he got the stand-up shit in the men's room. He got a urinal in his house, in the movie room, a urinal. You go to Dame house, he got a crib in Malibu. Yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This is the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They make museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit you bought. And I'm being nice. I'm not even naming half of it. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I ain't have half the shit I just named. I ain't have no 2 lofts in Soho. I ain't have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't have no damn urinal. There's all the shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good budgeting money, thank God. And thank God I keep coming up with different hustles to do this. Now, did Dame give me my opportunity to get back on my feet? Absolutely. Absolutely. I may not be here if it wasn't for Dame, but not because of the initial favor he did for me. He signed me to Rockefeller, and I took off and I kept doing other things and other things and other things. I'm not eating off the Rockefeller money no more. Thirdly, and Dame would testify, when I was getting it and I was signing Dame, I would take briefcases of money. Briefcases like the mob, nigga. Like, you know, you show up with your man the briefcase and give the nigga briefcase, open it, money in it. Couple times, bought Dame briefcases of money when I first started getting real money at Rockefeller. So when you be like, niggas don't do this and that, no, bro, how long niggas supposed to do? You cannot just stop hustling and be like, the niggas who up, you just be like, I shouldn't have to work no more. You know, Dame know this better than anybody. Until you hit that hustle.
Boy, that's unfair like a motherfucker, man. How long you gonna live off my name?
That one lick, you gotta keep hustling. And the thing about it is, me personally, Dame lives at a higher echelon, if that's the right word I'm using, than the rest of us. I said, even the best house I live in, me and Dame got to an argument one time. I said, yo, we was going back and forth about some shit. Oh yeah, it was about Kanye house. He said, yeah, me and this nigga going back and forth. He's like, yeah, I just left Kanye house. He got horse shit. You got dog shit in your house. I'm like, okay. I had a crib in Florida. I won't say what part or whatever. I said, Dame, my crib in Florida is 9,000 square feet. Oh, that's still little. That's a little house. 9,000 square feet. Okay. We going back and forth. Now we in a full-fledged argument. Fuck out of here. You ain't doing this, doing that. I said, Dame, I own all my houses. You don't own any of your houses. He said, yeah. Who want to own a house in a recession? I said, that's the time to own them. I lose the argument every time. The best way to beat Dame is on a text. You're not going to beat him verbally. So, but to answer your question, I love Dame. That's my bro. And whatever I can do.
That's some standard industry shit, right? Dog a nigga out, call all his shit out, and then say, yeah, man, that's my nigga. I love him.
For him, I absolutely will. But all this shit, you shouldn't have to work no more. And then nigga wasn't even thinking about me.
The nigga that did it on his own, you know what I'm saying? And tired of trying to have to give niggas props for everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? Even though you reinvent yourself.
My name in it is kind of crazy. But you spend crazy. You spend crazy and you talk crazy to people too. I'm just a nigga who knows you, so I could tolerate some of your verbal abuse, even though you don't consider it verbal abuse. I tell Dame.
Thank you. I witnessed that shit my own self. And Rockefeller, working up there with them niggas, that shit was brutal watching how Dame used to talk to niggas. I thought Dame was a killer, the way he used to talk to niggas in Rockefeller.
Dame talks crazy. Last thing, and I'm just saying, it's his spending. Dame would be set for life if he knew how to manage his money.
They need to stop clapping at Mason Cam. These niggas is vicious.
More than enough money not to work no more. But he want to keep hustling. And I dig it. It's in him, pause. That's just something he want to do. But when it's not working out, you can't get mad over people.
Notice how they never, ever start these beefs. But they end these motherfuckers. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I tell people all the time, Dame is like Dr. Brown from Back to the Future. Because people say Dame is crazy, and God bless the dead. Irv Gotti came to my crib one time, and he's saying, yo, man, you're the only one who could talk to Dame, bro. You know what you should do? Have a talk with him. He said, because when he's up and he's acting crazy, which he's not acting, he looks like a genius. But when he's down and he's talking like this, he looks crazy. You should have a talk with him. And I told Irv Gotti, I say, yo, the problem with this, it's not a problem, but this is Dane. He's Dr. Brown from Back to the Future. And what I mean when I say that is that, you know, a nigga who be telling you, yo, I got a time machine. I got a time machine. You be like, this nigga's crazy. But he fuck around and have a time machine. You know what I'm saying? You can't count Dame out. Dame will come up with some shit next year and have another $200 million company. I remember when Dame was going through his shit, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I'll make another $100 million company tomorrow. That's what I do. He made 3 different $100 million companies. Whether it was Rockefeller, Rockaware, Rachel Roy. He makes $100 million companies, so you can never count Dame out. But you can't get mad at niggas for not spending how you spend and say you shouldn't have to be working no more.
Salute World, I need y'all to do me a favor and check out my
All right, about to get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody that stayed here tonight. You know what I'm saying? On Mind Major Baltimore, my brother. Subscribe to Wax AP Sports. We're going to probably be over there tonight if you go live. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, salute. Checking vids online. Crook, my brother. Salute. Jasmine, salute. Rich Martinez, I'm just not seeing you. Salute. J Rico, no Perico. All right. I'll be out here in these YouTube streets doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Being the African I am.